You know.
If we kiss Mike's ass, he lets us roll at advantage.
So you have a big, massive hole out the side of your wagon, but anyways, you guys patch up Heritus the best to keep him at least alive. And you were chasing after the Hound. He's somewhere, you're not really sure, but he was heading towards the capital. You guys were heading towards the capital, so you just kind of kept going. You crest the hill, and I'll let you know what you guys see. There we go. All right. So as you ascend the slope and crest the peak, you begin to see massive stone walls. Not stone block laid walls, stone as if it's hewn straight from the mountain, with no cracks or seams to be seen. The climb was very steep, but the incline abruptly ends at a flat plain that goes on as far as the eye can see. So as you scan the walls, you can see that the capital is round and bisected by a massive river, as seen in the map. And there are 4 entrances to the city, 2 on each side of the river. Each entrance has a line of people, wagons, and mechs, and whatever you can think of, waiting to get in, with the main road that you guys are on leading to the entrance with the longest line. That seems to be the main way that the general public gets into.
So, like, which gate are we approaching?
So you guys would be approaching this one right
Market
here.
District.
Yeah, towards the Market District side.
This ladybug is climbing my pyramid.
And as the gates come into view, Socks looks to you guys and says, "It's a pleasure of riding with you guys. I appreciate you giving me the ride after those strange zombie monstrosities were attacking us in the night. But this is my stop." And he jumps off and he heads towards the gate that goes into the military district. So he jumps off, waves goodbye, and takes off. And he looks back and says, "I suggest you go in through the market side."
Seems reasonable. Okay.
We'll take his advice.
I don't know.
Go in
Seems
through
like
the
a
market
side quest
side.
we could follow him.
Seems like a whole lot of seems like a whole lot of hassle just for a side quest.
It's okay. I'm only at 53
But
HP.
we could get some crazy loot. If we do that.
Guys,
Military
we could get an entire
crazy.
city's worth of loot.
And as you guys get within several hundred yards of the castle walls, you hear your comms peak up, which, Tim, I don't think you have a comm. Did they give you guys a comm?
Didn't give me one.
Everyone has one except for Tim, Delarius. That's it.
Delarius, there. All right.
Delarius.
That's right. So you guys gave Vixian one. So Vixian, Omal, and Glitch would hear over, and Heritus too if he were alive. But so you 3 hear over the radio. "Hey, testing. Hi guys, it's Quack here.
Oh.
Quack, we can hear you.
I know we normally only have about a mile's radius, but I got a little worried from you guys when I didn't hear from you. So I tapped into the Empire satellite system, and hopefully they don't catch me here. But I wanted to check on you guys and make sure you're okay."
Yeah, we're fine. How are things on the ship?
"Oh, gee golly, they're just splendid. Where are you guys at?"
We are approaching. Maybe it's not so good that we say this over the air, actually.
We're on the blood god.
I mean, that's sus, guys. That's sus.
No, we're not.
He says, "No, like I said, I hacked this. They can't hear our intercoms."
Okay, well, we're approaching the Dwarven capital.
Perfect. I've got the schematics pulled up, so if you guys need any help, just give me a holler.
Copy that. I believe we have Mechas now.
Who would that? He really handy.
Boy,
I don't. Not me.
I still haven't got to try out the cannonball.
All right, so you guys approach the wall. There's a large line of people. You see some wagons loaded down with goods. You see some mechs hauling some trailers full of goods. You see people of all races, sorts and sizes, with a handful of dwarves, but hardly any dwarves in this line right here, heading into the capital. You guys just gonna queue up with them?
Do we reek of blood and death right now?
Yeah, we might want to ditch this car.
Yeah, you guys cleaned the back of it as best you could. But
As you guys have been talking, I'm already in line to get it.
so you're jumping out of the wagon.
Oh, yeah.
And all right, so Delaris leaps out of the wagon.
Yeah, I think it's
charges into the line and rolls initiative to murder all the people.
We probably should ditch the cart. This
Fireball.
thing has shady technology, to say the least.
Alright, who's carrying Heritus and who's carrying the Empire Soldier?
Not me.
I'll carry Harris.
Put him in your ship.
Finally.
Can the Empire Soldier... I thought we left her. No, we
No,
didn't.
we brought her. She was just... She was blind and almost
Yeah,
dead.
you
She's
guys
almost
gave her the swamp potion and
I
blinded
gave
her.
No one else did.
Can she walk? Can I guide her? Like,
She's passed out.
passed out. Oh, good.
I mean, I can carry both of them. I have the grappler feet. Why not?
Grapple them both. So you got your massive tortoise. All right, so you're just gonna abandon this cart in the middle of the main road.
We'll pull it off the road. We're not going to be jerks and block the road.
Are you gonna try to cover it up?
Yeah, actually, this might be a useful thing, but
Delaris turns around.
I was gonna do firebolt on it.
Shoots a firebolt at it.
I'll do it too.
okay.
We just torch it right there.
In the middle of
Do we need to roll an attack?
Roll damage.
Roll damage. Do I have fireball proficient?
I do.
Oh, I don't have firebolt.
If
Never
you
mind,
don't,
I'll
I
get
do.
Chill touch.
2d10.
Never mind. I'll do blasters.
I was gonna say the sacred flame.
I rolled
Yeah.
12.
But that sacred flame is my blaster.
Oh, okay.
You rolled a 12.
Yes.
Okay, for damage.
9.
Yes.
So 21 total. Let's see the side. I'm losing my throat here. The side already had the big gaping hole from the door breacher.
That's her.
Well, he drove fast.
Hi, Seth.
Glitch.
Hi, Chef.
Glitch sinks several holes into the engine, and it stops sputtering, and then Delaris lights it up, and it bursts into flames. So the rest of it's on fire. The engine has several holes in it. I think it's safe to say that nobody's really going to be using this vehicle anymore.
Did that cause a commotion as to where I could jump in line?
No, you guys. Well, so you guys are probably about 3 football fields away. Right as you're doing that, you see a dwarf that says, "Hey, isn't that one of those new engine carts? I'll give you $3,000."
Yeah, that's a good point.
Feedback.
Wow.
That was
That's interesting.
horrifying.
I've never been on the phone with someone who's right there.
All right, so your new engine cart is destroyed.
Surprise.
dog cart's gone.
Hey, we got a chair right here if you want to sit next to us,
Oh yeah.
so that you can cuddle up and.
It's just holding my sweatshirt.
Oh, you got another giant dice. Did you? Is that? Have you already?
That has been here
Yeah,
the whole.
this is the second one I've
I
had.
remember that now.
Yeah, you have the especially giant die.
I'm so glad you brought Small Tim.
Yeah. He really is. Isn't he?
Look at him.
I forgot to get mine. Man,
I miss when mine didn't move.
last night,
Oh, he moves.
90% of the game I rolled 5 or less.
Yeah.
One of those days.
And the one time that I
Why don't-
didn't,
go put that
somebody
away
asked
in
to
their garden.
check an insight on just an off-the-wall silly roll, and I rolled a 20. That's the only time I got above 10. So
Can't
now I'm
give
going to
a
use
read
this
on
dice.
it.
That was using a regular dice, and I'm going to use my printed dice and see what happens. All right, so Seth,
We're gonna have to edit out all that feedback from the phone.
Yep. I'll do some cool cuts and make some crazy effects. All right,
Okay.
so they're approaching. They just blew up the car, and now they're approaching the gate.
Yeah, we probably could have just sold.
Well, I thought
Nuclear option is first option.
Yep.
This was demon necromancer
This is-
technology that kills you to drive the car.
Yeah, but the
I-
doors are neutral.
Did you guys ever come up with a name for yourselves? I can't remember.
I don't think we have.
we were working on some. I suggested Bifrost something or other, and we kicked around Bifrost Initiative.
All right,
Squad.
so you guys are
but
pretty
we never
much
actually
doing
came up with something.
as you guys do.
Big tennis losers.
All right, so you guys approach the capital of Falkirk. You wait in line for probably a good 2 hours to get in, and they're moving through the line. You see a guard is standing up here talking to everybody as they go in. Nobody gets in without talking to this guy. So as you guys walk up, instead of rolling up now, do this. He looks at you guys and goes, My, you're a colorful bunch. Returning or visiting?
Look who's talking. We're here on business.
Business. Okay. State your guild and reason for visiting.
We're the Bifrosters. And our business is our own.
Also, these two are like in bad shape. They need medical attention.
He says, I'm
As
not
Caleb just flexes, just so.
I'm carrying.
He's
them.
carrying the female. And,
Yeah, but he also flexed.
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm a
He's
wall.
always flexing.
I'm not familiar with that guild, and he pulls out a parchment and starts reading it. Bifrost, no Bifrost. Can you show me your guild papers?
Is he holding like a book?
Mm-hmm.
I touch the book and cast a firebolt.
I'm gonna go.
Huh? Oh yeah. I'm lawful evil.
All right, so are you walking up and casting
Are you?
fireball at the
Yes.
star?
I assume I can just burn the book, correct?
With firebolt?
Well,
Yeah,
with
the
something.
book and everything else around the book.
No, that's fireball.
Let's not kill. Yeah, big difference.
I'm not
no,
trying
I
I
to.
don't
reach,
know.
I reach out, I put a hand on his
Sniper
shoulder,
shot.
I put a
How
hand on his
about-
shoulder, and I say, he's.
Settle, fella. How about instead I
Maybe
put
chill.
5 gold on the book and say our name's right here.
Bribing is evil.
He says, right where? And he picks the book up and the gold slides to the ground and hits his foot. He's like, did I drop my money? Hey, I don't have any. Listen. If you don't have a guild, I can give you temporary guild status for 24 hours. But when you get in, you will have to go to the guild master and apply for a guild. We've had so many refugees over the past few years that we've gotten a little overloaded with freeloaders. So everyone is required to be a part of a guild if you want to be in the capital.
Glitch is bending down to pick up all his gold right now. So.
Oh, thank you, sir, kind sir, for
And I
picking
say,
up my
let us
gold.
in. Let us in.
Oh,
Roll
you're
intimidation.
Now,
on it.
now,
Or just go. I'll just go in. I'll just go past him. Muscle past him. Yeah.
okay.
Playing the
So
character.
he goes, sir, and he goes, hey, guards.
He's with us. We'll do the temporary guild status thing. He's with us.
I really have to pee.
You see several more guards inside the gate that are blocking your path.
I forgot my glitch.
And he goes, oh, okay. Here, everybody is required to wear this armband to show that you are temporary guild members.
Gosh, let's look like a concert.
And he hands you a purple
back of your
stack of
Can we have a stamp instead?
purple armbands that have a gold star on it. And he says, and also, until you get a guild, you are only allowed to be in the market district. So I'm going to have to pass sketches of your likeness to all the other districts. And he goes, sketch artists! And about 5 different other little dwarfs run up.
I love this man.
Omal uses minor illusion to give himself grandest beard he can. However, this is for purposes.
And you see these little dwarves are just, sketching
Glitch
furiously.
takes off his helmet and slicks his hair back.
Turns out Glitch is a fucking debonairish,
As
handsome
He
fellow.
carries Dabber Dan on him. Just
As you take your helmet off, you see a dwarf crumple a piece of paper and throw it. Pull out another one, start sketching, and the one that's looking at Omal crumples up his.
I love the idea
Starts
that
putting beards
Omal
on him.
could just have a different facial hair. Every time the guy looks up at him,
I
it's
pull
like all
my
of a sudden he's
hood
got a
over my
mustache.
face even more so.
You could do that.
The one seeing you just pulls out a bigger pencil and just scribbles over the face as if he's got. They're all just shaking their heads wildly.
Because they don't see it.
And the dwarf that was speaking to you guys originally goes, very funny. Yeah, okay, as I stated before, you have 24 hours to become part of a guild, or else you will be tossed to the curve. You may enter. And these guards that were looking very aggressive, they step off into the side. They're in like small guardhouse.
I just love him so much. I don't want to leave him. Let's kill him. You were gonna
Put him in your shell.
Good.
put him in your
We
pocket.
can take
He has a shell of
Okay, it's
holding.
like Caleb can just carry everyone. So
It's fine.
Caleb can't.
So as you guys
Oh
walk into the where's my big map? Oh, Seth's eating on the big map.
no!
I thought that was my big map.
That's the group's big map. So you guys are in
It's
the
for
outer
everyone.
the outer travel ring,
I was like, why do I need two of these?
heading towards the market district. As you
One
get
for
in
notes.
the outer travel ring, you see. There we go. So between the two sets of walls, you see a sort of conveyor system made of what looks like two 20-foot roads made of metal. One moving in one direction and the other in the opposite direction. It is loud as hell. You hear chains and gears clicking, and the whole thing is just one big massive conveyor belt system that runs two different directions. And you see carts, wagons, people loaded up, all on them going in different directions. There's a line for them. But there is a bridge that goes across it that takes you to the entrance to the market district.
I hurry up and run across the strange moving sidewalks.
Okay. Well, like I said, there's a
And
bridge.
get
So you're just,
over the bridge,
over the bridge.
to the market
Okay.
district.
Yeah.
As fast as any of them had ever seen me run.
Okay. So you see.
Approximately 30 feet.
Yeah,
Yep.
every 6 seconds or so.
So you see another set of large doors with guards flanking on either side of it, and as you push through it, they kind of glance at your armbands and say, "If you need directions to the guildmaster, just let one of the guards know."
Copy that.
And as you push through into the actual city, you see buildings everywhere in this metropolis. But what stands out are 100-foot tall spires of rock left over from the mining days that dot the city. It seems as if when the city ran out of room to expand, they began building in and up around these spires. Shops and houses just corkscrew up the rocks from base to tip. And as your eyes reach the top, you can see lava flowing from some of them. You can see water flowing from others. Some have lava and water that are bisected going down either side of it. And as they reach the bottom, they go into large metal grates and disappear beneath the city.
Fucking cool.
It's actually hot.
And cool.
And cool.
And as you know, there's a large stream of
You could
people
say
going into the
that
market
rocks.
district. You see shops and buildings of every shape and size. And there's one big massive road that just leads straight down the center.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to the store.
I asked
So-
the guard if they have seen any refugees like me. Closest guard. Doesn't matter which one.
Big fellas? Tall? How tall are you? Like 7 foot?
It's like 6'3".
And you're like 9,000 pounds?
Pretty big.
Okay.
Slightly bigger than Omal.
So you're a good.
But not as heavy.
Yeah,
But not as heavy.
you're a good 2 foot over this guy, and he's kind of looking you up and down, and he gets to your face. He's like, "Whoa, we don't get many dragon folk here. I haven't seen people like you in years."
What do you mean, people like you?
You did say on the way in that this is a very
Hand is
diverse
on
place.
fire.
Yeah, they did say that. Well, alright, that's all I want.
Okay. And he looks at your armband and says, "I suggest you get to the guildmaster. He's straight down this road. You can't miss him if you go straight."
Perhaps we should go see the guild master and then maybe find an inn. We might be here a few days.
I was gonna say, let's get it to where we're clear to be here, and then I can dump these two somewhere.
So as you guys walk down this main road, occasionally you'll see a few dwarven guards walking along. You see a couple in these strange mech-looking suits. It's almost like the mechs you saw before with the massive barrels in the legs and cannons and whatnot, but it's a smaller size. Almost as if like an Iron Man steampunk version for a little dwarf to climb into. And they're kind of stomping along with their backs, steam coming out, woo-hoo, stomping up and down. And occasionally the guards will look at you guys and be like, "Guildmasters, that way!" And they kind of point you in that direction. But yeah, so as you're walking, you come to almost like a cul-de-sac in the center, or not a cul-de-sac, a roundabout. Just the road meets a circle, and in the center of it is a massive stone pillar, like the others you've seen, but this one's only about 20, 30 feet tall, and it has carvings of red that just circle all up around it, and stairs that go up to a platform, where there's a group of people, and they're all up there. Some of them have torches, some of them have odd contraptions that when they wave it around, fire spouts out, and they're all just hitting at it with different fires. And you notice there's a little glass bar that runs up the center of it, and every time they hit it with fire, it lights up part of it. Vroom. And then the fire goes out around it, and it comes back down. Another person hits it with fire. Vroom. And then a few seconds later, it goes away. There's about 10, 15 people up there messing around with this thing.
I hide and then shoot a firebolt at the thing to mess with people.
Roll for an attack.
While he's doing it, just gonna move closer.
Oh, that's a natty 1.
Check this out.
So, roll damage.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Oh no.
He's Tim, the enchanter. He's just
Some
aimlessly
people call
casting
me
fireballs everywhere.
10, that's a 10.
Oh
You know why
god.
he stopped there, why he paused?
Nope.
Because he actually forgot his name. It was a long and complicated name.
It fits perfect.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he stopped.
Some
Sorry,
who
sorry.
call me.
So, you poke out, fire a firebolt. You said you hid and launched it, so make a stealth check.
Oh god.
Oh god, what if he nat 20s the stealth check?
That's a 2. I'm gonna throw these dice away.
So,
These ones
So-
are
No,
going
you
back
keep
in the
rolling with
bag.
those.
you
One
duck into an
shot.
alleyway. You see this
Get all the bad
behemoth dragonborn just kind of hit with his massive armor going clank, and he pokes out.
We have the same.
Towering
we have the
over
same
all
size.
these dwarves, they're staring at him, and he's like, "Watch this, guys!" Fires off a firebolt, and just nails a dwarf in the back, right between the shoulder blades. And he just goes face first into this stone tower, comes back with a bloody nose. He looks around and goes, "What the hell was that for? You gotta hit the tower, not me!"
Oh, he
He
lived.
says, "Screw this, I'm going home," and he kind of stomps off.
You did that off.
Can I
I-
talk to one of the dwarves doing this?
Hold
and-
on.
What-
No,
what's this tower?
I look over at. Fuck, what's your name?
Delaris.
Yeah, Dolores. I look over at Dolores, and I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? We just got here.
Everybody take a drink whenever Delaris casts Firebolt.
We have
Oh
stuff.
man.
We have shit to do. You have shit to do."
So are
I
you
thought it would get a chuckle.
are you grabbing the dwarf that's stomping off, or are you
Oh.
going up to them?
I miscalculated.
One of the ones who's still doing
I hope
whatever
that
with
was
this tower.
okay.
I just want to ask
Yeah,
you what to do it.
as you walk up, a few of them get disheartened and walk off and stuff, and you get up there, and there's probably about 5 of them at that point, and you see a younger dwarf, maybe in his 30s, 40s. The dwarves live to be like 3,000 years old. I don't know, but so you see a younger dwarf. His beard is just starting to come in, and he's got a torch, and he's just beating the hell out of this thing, and he's like, "Oh, can I help you, mister?
So what are you doing here?
This is the fire tower. Nobody knows what it does. There's a handful of these things dotted throughout the city. They've been here since the beginning, as far as I know. But nobody knew what it did until one day there was a cold night, and a guard with a torch tripped and threw his torch at the thing, and it lit up. And we were like, "Oh my gosh, we need to figure out what this thing does." And since then, everybody just thought it was a stone statue. But now that it lights up when you hit it with fire, we're trying to get this vial all the way filled up to the top to see what happens. Nobody knows.
Yeah, that seems like a great idea.
Are there
Definitely
any
nothing
runes
ominous
or
about that.
anything that light up and flare up as he hits it?
No. Well, you can go ahead and make an investigation check, and I'll tell you kind of what you see.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that a 1?
Yep.
So
what?
So you see
You
Natural
see the
fuck.
underside of his chin. It's a 1.
you see like a 20-foot round stone pillar, very rough. Not smooth, or it doesn't look like anybody's really done any. Because dwarves, their stonework is immaculate. So if it's left there, it might be left over from the old mining days where they just kind of hewn the stone straight from it. But it's just a 20-foot round table, or not table, 20-foot round column with a probably 6-inch wide glass vial that just goes straight up. cylinder. There we go.
And
Not vial.
it's filling up as they're hitting it. With
Whenever
fire.
whenever they hit it, it lights up maybe 2 foot tall every single time. Never more, never less.
I'm gonna.
I say I can probably help you out with that, and tell everybody to stand clear.
I let him.
Everybody
I
get
let
back.
him do this because it
The-
seems like now he
the-
might actually try to help.
The other dwarves look at us and say, "I just saw what he did to Sam back there. We need to get out of the way."
Everybody get at
I
least
look over and
20
apologize
feet
for
behind
him.
me.
I'm sorry.
Get
Good
20
job.
feet away from the thing.
Okay,
20 feet, guys.
go
You're
for
gonna
it.
want to make it.
Glitch will touch
We're
you
gonna set off like a
and
volcanic
give him
reaction.
guidance.
You can
And then I cast a 4th level fireball.
roll
Never
damage.
mind.
What?
4th level. Which is 96.
No, let's go ahead and roll a d20. I want to see where this goes.
Oh no!
I'm like 20 feet from it. 25
It's a,
feet
it's,
from
a,
it.
it's a deck save, isn't it?
Is it a dex save
Yeah, it's
or
a deck save.
So it
might be.
fails.
What's the dex of a rock?
Let me
Yeah,
roll.
I'm gonna say a rock has a dex
Okay.
of 0, guys.
Hang on.
It
Yeah,
It
what's
dodges
the-
out.
I'm tweeting that at
Doc-
Matt Mercer.
Dex save of 16.
Okay, so it fails.
I would hope so.
It goes. Sorry, guys. I skipped leg day last week.
96, 40 damage.
So these dwarves, most of them are younger, and you don't really see any adults around because it's midday. Well, no, it's actually early morning when you guys got there. Most good dwarfs, as what the front guard said, you know, they're required to be in a guild. They're required to do work. So you can gather that all the adults are hard at work, and these are just the kids who don't really have anything else better to do, and they're just staring at you in rapture and just. Whoosh! And they all go, oh my gosh, that's so cool, mister. Do it again, do it again. And whoop, 2 feet. And after a few seconds, the fire fades and goes away.
That was disappointing.
No scorch marks or anything.
I pat Dolores on the back and I say, "Yeah, you tried, buddy." And I make sure that I call him Dolores. I make sure that like he says
Y'all are
that.
free to eat pizza.
Glitch is gonna walk up and shock and grasp the tower. Just to see if it does anything different.
Did you forget you weren't wearing socks?
I did.
I'm gonna say one has cheese sauce, the other has other sauce.
Jackson, what are you doing, Steve?
Alright, roll damage.
Roll damage.
Roll tide.
No.
Desmond's not here.
Stop it.
That would be 13.
You walk up and you shock the best shock you've ever given before. You just grasp that rock and, and lightning cackles all around it and nothing.
Does the vial go up at all?
Nope.
So it's only fire then.
I guess I
The-
just shoot it with my flame.
All the little dwarves look at you and go, "Mister, you're not too smart, are you?" They'll look at him and say he's a human. He's probably not from around here. And at that point, a couple other guards walk up after hearing the massive fireball explosion and go, "Hey, there's not many guilds around here. I don't think there's one that's all about shooting fire at stuff. I highly suggest you get to the guildmaster."
Alright. And I walk to
We
the
can
guild
make that our
master.
guild thing.
Fire. Kill the fire.
But we're called the Bifrost.
I mean, I don't think that's official. That's what I just told the guy at the gate. We would be the Bi-Flamers, the buy anything really, but
I don't know if we should use fire flame.
Let's not use that. That's not a good one. Hard pass.
Alright, so you guys gonna continue on or are you gonna shoot fire at this thing?
I walk towards the guild master.
Did you say you shot a fire arrow at it?
as we're walking away, if there are more kids running up with torches, Glitch is going to cast Gust on the torches. To see if
They go out. And they go,
And you thought I was a dick.
oh! They all hunker down. What happened? You can roll your attack to see if you hit it.
Tim kills people. Travis kills dreams.
He's a subtle dick. I'm just all out. It's fine.
10 or 8. I think you have like +6 or 7 or something. Yeah, you hit it. It's not too hard to hit 20-foot wide pillar of rock.
I didn't figure.
Your flaming arrow goes,
It doesn't
Flies-
have great dexterity.
flies true, hits the glass cylinder, and just shoots off into the distance. The fire, the second it touches it, boom, 2 foot, and then instantly sparks out because it doesn't actually catch fire. It's just as the flames passing by and barely licks it.
Why don't we build a fire around it?
And the little dwarves around you go,
Is there any wood?
he's not too smart, is he? We're, Mister, in case you noticed, we're on the top of a plateau of a mountain, and there's not many trees around here, so it'd be pretty hard. And dwarves, they build in stone, not really woodwork. So.
I'm very strong, and I can move very fast.
Is there any way where we can buy coal? We can dump some coals on this bad boy.
That's not a bad idea, but no, there's not much use. There's not much use for coal since we have the lava flowing around.
Well, let's go get that.
Lava, there we
Dang.
go.
We don't want to destroy it, Mister. We want to figure out what this is.
I don't think it'll destroy it. I have a hunch that this thing is going to survive a lava flow.
Well, you can take that up with the king. Maybe he'll let you.
Can
do it.
I? Since. So,
Yes, there is.
Castle.
King Falkirk of capital Falkirk.
As a dragonborn who comes from a island of fire and lava, can I roll insight or history or something to see if I know anything about these pillars?
History will let you recall if you've ever heard anything about or seen it. So if you'd like to make that,
Oh, that's a -1. How about religion? Does
you could do religion to see
religion
if,
of fire?
if you remember anything about in your religious
Religion
teachings.
is fire.
That's going to be a 19 modified.
You kind of think back to it. You know, some people worship in odd different ways, and
I set him up.
there are several different offshoot religions that use fire as their way of worshiping, making sacrifices and doing this and that. But you've never heard of this particular type of pillar being for a god.
Okay.
Not to say that it's not. You've just not heard of it.
It's probably older than that.
Well, as they're trying to figure out their plan, I'm at the guildmaster now.
All right.
Well, you move fast.
He was walking and thinking.
Ah,
Yeah.
and shooting fireballs.
Oh yeah.
Firebolt.
I just
Come
I
on.
No,
can't
he's trying to
I
fire
cannot
ball
get
at
Tim the
ball
Enchanter out of my head. Just
Yeah.
God.
We
man.
need to fashion you a stylish hat.
There are some who call me
Tim?
Tim, and everyone in the cast just rolled with it.
Well,
Your powers
Tim
are
the Enchanter.
your powers are great, oh Tim.
That's probably easier to say.
I wish they knew what the actual.
Well, they probably had it written down. It's just more fun to not share it.
God, that's such a Cleese move.
So anyway, I'm talking to the guildmaster now.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna
say,
wait for.
what do I need to do to join a guild?
I'm gonna wait for Travis to get back.
Travis!
This makes it seem like it's like level 1 of any RPG. So how do I join the guild? Well, first you're gonna need to go get flowers.
And a herring.
Then we might let you kill some giant rats.
Yes, go down to the basement of this inn and kill these giant rats.
Okay, come on up.
Why are you
5
talking
gold.
like you're in 1920s radio?
And then you'll bring us a shrubbery.
You must cut down the tallest tree in the forest. What's that herring?
I had herring stuck in my head, but
Yeah, that's
He pulls out a fish. Where did he
Such-
get it?
Tim.
such an incredible movie with an amazing production.
Tim.
This is actually, we referenced the Holy Grail yesterday too. Tis a silly place.
They legit cannot. They couldn't afford horses. That's why they did the coconuts. It wasn't to be funny. I mean, it was, but it
They had somebody ride through on a horse, though.
couldn't
For that
afford more
one
than
scene
one.
when they killed the historian.
They had to rent the horse.
Maybe that was just a random passerby.
Oh
He
God.
wasn't even supposed to
He
be in
killed
there.
somebody. He ran by. He killed the historian.
It's Britain. My understanding is that still happens.
All right. So
Nobles do whatever they want.
Delaris walks up to this
Knights.
old squat dwarf with peppery hair and an impressive beard.
That's your cue.
He has large gold
Oh.
rings on his
Oh, no.
hands, a large
Take a
gold
picture
ring
of
in
the
his
baby.
nose, and he's missing an ear. And he looks you up and down and says, "Why, hello. How can I help you?"
I cast minor illusion to have his beard and also both of his 2 ears instead of one.
He looks you up and down and says, "Why, you have an impressive beard, sir."
I say I
Thank
wish
you.
to join a guild.
You should move your hand to pass, like, to stroke it, and your hand just passes through it.
Yes, I can help you with that. He pulls out a ledger and says, "At the moment, we have several guilds, but the main one that's looking for anybody is the Messenger Guild. You can join up instantly with no prerequisites, and I can send you on your merry way, or you can try out for the other guilds if you would like."
Can we start our own?
I say I am no one's bitch.
He
The other
says, "I can see you're not a dog, sir, but okay, thank you for the clarification.
You are very clearly a dragon, yes.
Some people keep pet. No, there's no pet dragons here. That was a joke. But
As he says, pet
I
dragons,
love all
my
of
eyes
these
burn up
characters
in
here.
fire.
he says, so what were you interested in? Do you have some skills or anything you're strong at? Or, as I said, if you're just looking for a quick guild join, the Messenger is in bad need of people."
Are you guys with me yet? Are
I
you
thought-
guys still well
I
behind
don't know.
us?
I was in the restroom when you guys got
I was
here,
going to
so-
say, we
He
were
just
looking
said
at
he
a
want-
post and
he
he
said,
just
"I head to
went.
the guildmaster."
Oh,
so.
I would have followed. Cause
Tim's gonna
I
come
wanted
back
to
and he's
get
like,
there.
"I'm a mailman now."
Yeah.
Have you played Fallout New Vegas?
He looks up at you and says, "I think that's redundant, sir. A mailman. Very good. That's a joke."
Can we start our own guild?
Can he join our guild?
He says, "I am the guildmaster, good sir. I am all guilds. And you would have to put in a pre-order with the king. He must approve all guilds of the city.
Is there a pre-order bonus?
And honestly, that would take longer than 24 hours. I highly suggest you join a guild and then put in the paperwork."
I say, stop talking and list then.
There are many guilds of the city. What are your strong suits? Or do you have any dreams or aspirations? Or are you just another riffraff? Street rat?
Aladdin.
I would like to join the Street Rat Guild.
The Doctors Guild?
As a matter of fact, sir, there is the Medicine Guild. If you would like to join it, I would need to send you to talk to Rasmus at the Anvil's Ring.
Yeah, I'll join that one. I don't think the rest of them would qualify, but I'm a
Oh,
doctor.
good sir, everybody must start somewhere.
And I say to Glitch, I have a medicine bonus of +2. You don't know me.
He looks you up and says,
Mine's plus
would you like to join the Medicine Guild too, sir?
I say, I would like to join a Fire Starters Guild.
There is no such guild, sir. But you could
Sorcerers Guild.
Sorcerer's Guild. Is that a joke at the dwarves, sir? The dwarves have no magic.
That's
just
right.
as an FYI, you would know that.
Say, fine. Join
Rampant
the Medicine
destruction.
Guild.
You
I will
will
burn
have,
them all.
You will have to go
Cauterize
to
the
the
wounds.
Anvil's Ring too.
Is there a fighters guild?
There is indeed. That is also at the Anvil's Ring.
So
I
it
asked
seems
real
like the
quick.
center bullet point of where we need to go is the Anvil's Ring and excuse me, what's your name, sir?
I am Kudos Giant Bender.
Kudos.
Right, so Karen Giant Bender. So it's the only place that I've mentioned so far. You could easily go to visit Kronk at the blacksmith. we need to go visit this
I go
man.
to the blacksmith.
Or, should you want to be more lively and entertaining like myself, you could go to the Gay Minstrel and audition.
What?
Do you have a
Yep.
straight minstrel?
Oh!
Very funny, sir. Very funny.
So
You
So
see
you're
him kind of chuckle a little.
How do we get to the Anvil's Ring? And also, are there any inns around?
The Anvil Ring is an inn, sir.
Oh,
It
perfect.
is a tavern where some of the less fancier folk go for entertainment, but
Perfect.
there are many fine inns around here.
Are there any guilds in regards to the monastic traditions here?
If you would like to take more of a religious look at things,
Is it religion
nice.
if I'm just really into punching?
I've got like
Fists are a part of your religion.
10 more
They really
episodes
are.
of Super, and then I'm gonna start my hero after this.
he says, I apologize, sir, but those
Had to gear up for it.
the king does not pay for religion around here, and so those that would like to follow the religious way normally join another guild and do that on the side and volunteer their time as any religious folk would want to do.
Secular society just doesn't appreciate it.
While they're still talking, I'm on my
I
way
just
to the
want a
blacksmith.
fight ring.
The king does not want to be seen as to pay for and favor any deity over the other.
Actually, I can respect that.
How progressive.
Travis is dying inside. No, so
He's a cleric, but not in the religious sense. Okay.
so let's head the. I can use a beer, so let's go.
The anvil's ring?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what Glitch is
not
at
me.
anyway.
I'm at the
He
blacksmith.
says,
Where are we going? The anal ring?
if you need directions to anything,
I
please
mispronounced
let me
things
know or grab any guard on the way.
Yeah, how can we get there? I've already asked you that, but I know we can kind of bombard in you.
I appreciate that, sir. You go this way, and he points down the main street, says go a few blocks, take a left, and you will see the large anvil's ring. Hard to miss.
Alright, Glitch walks off in that direction, and every 10 paces or so he shouts, Anvil's ring! Anvil's ring! And he's just shouting it as he walks.
Alright,
I'm
make
still
a,
walking with two people.
make a perception check.
Yeah. Caleb has not put down the beer.
Oh my
Total
goodness.
20.
So, okay.
Or total.
Holy.
So, as you walk,
Enjoy it. It's your only one for the day.
I know.
as you walk, to get to the anvil's ring, you pass the gay minstrel. And he goes, hey,
There he
big
is.
fella. No, no, you see one of the stone pillars. Now, there are these multiple stone pillars, as I described before, with multiple shops. This one has one massive inn that wraps around it and just kind of snakes up and around it. You can see some part of the stone, but it's just snaking up and wraps up to the top. And you see very colorful banners and streamers hanging off of it. You can hear music playing from all different levels. You can see people performing on balconies, practicing their skits, and through the windows you can hear laughter, cheering, singing, all sorts of stuff as you go by. And it is also an inn as you go by. And then you continue on down the street a little while later, past several houses and shops, and you come to a second inn that has a big, massive picture of an anvil that's encircled in a ring that has different posts sticking up out of the ring as if it were a boxing arena.
It's a little on the nose, but I think this is it.
And as you
I
enter,
elbow glitch
and as you enter it, you see what looks like if the guy from Fight Club threw out the first rule about Fight Club and opened a bar, this would be it. A large circular ring sits in the center of the tavern, surrounded by tables. It's very loud, and drinks are ever flowing, but the bar owner keeps a clean place. Very immaculate. And mess is quickly cleaned up. Anybody that spills anything, you see somebody run up and clean it up, and he keeps a pretty tight ship there.
Omal is visually excited about the fight place.
So Glitch will walk up to, I guess, the bartender.
So the bartender, I'm gonna roll with your 20 here. You rolled that. I'm just gonna basically give you everything up until we switch scenes. So you see a super jacked furbolg. This guy looks like
Not swole.
essentially,
it's Pumont Swole. I
and
don't know if Caleb knows Pumont Swole.
I know Pumansol.
Swole.
I probably don't know him. No, we just met him.
And the furbolg in a dark leather vest and some brown trousers looks at you and goes, "What can I get you, little fella?" I mean, he's a good 8 foot tall.
Is there a fight going on right now?
Yeah, you see a couple people just beating the snot out of each other in the middle of the ring. People cheering, throwing money around.
Glitch is going to turn around and just give a healing word to one of them, like send his medical drone towards him. I'm looking for the medicine guild.
So you
He's like Tim with the fire, but he's got ibuprofen.
I just healed someone for 6 damage.
You pull out your snitch-like drone and throw it, and your metal orb just soars through the air. And this jacked furbolg. Make a dexterity check.
Uh-oh.
We might lose the drone.
Is it a save or just a check? Okay.
You're contesting his.
That'll be 14.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. So he reaches for you as you're turning to throw something, and you release it, and then he grabs your shoulder and goes, "Sir, I keep a tight ship around here. There is no throwing allowed in here." And then he looks over your shoulder and sees your metal orb flying through the air, just and start flying towards it. And he's like, "What is that? You don't mess with the fight!" And you see it inject in the back of it. He goes, "Ah! Oh, that feels good." And he's looking around. That's nice. As he's enjoying this, the other person just gets him in a chokehold and just drops him to the ground. And he's and he passes out.
There goes that 6 health.
And he goes, "You just ruined a fight. How am I supposed to give people their earnings for the fight here if you threw it for them? I'm gonna lose gold today because of you." So
I take it the underdog won.
I lean.
Yeah.
I lean up. I was like, "Look, no, no."
all he saw was a metal thing go up and just stab the guy in the back. He doesn't know what happened.
It was somehow worse than that. So
And then he notices that everybody went in behind him, I presume.
I didn't.
Yeah.
So you didn't?
No, I'm on my way to the blacksmith.
Okay.
And I'm still carrying the 2 unconscious bodies everywhere.
he heard
So,
Kronk. He heard Kronk.
He doesn't
has
see
to
any of
go.
you guys.
No, I
He's
have to.
distracted. He's distracted with what just happened, and he's like, "Ah." Listen, buddy, do you want a drink or something?
Sure.
I
For the
don't
trouble
care.
I caused you, I'll buy 3 drinks for just the 3 people down the bar here. The next 3 people down. And
I jump in between him and the bar, so I'm like number 1 of the first 3 people.
And he's like, "No, I just cut them off. What is your deal?"
Well, you don't have to give it to them. Just 3 people. Hand out 3 drinks. I'm buying.
They're
them.
already the bartender heard you, and they were already passing out the beers, and those people are just chugging. And he's like, oh well.
I love
We
how,
are the masters
I
of first
love how the
impressions.
good guy is the dick right now. Just no
Yep.
matter what he does.
So are you walking down the street?
Oh yeah, I'm just walking down the streets looking for the blacksmith.
Crunk.
Pull the lever! I really hope that it's Kronk from
The Emperor's New Groove.
either the Emperor's New Groove or the Infraggable Bulk from the Justice Pals from Dexter's Laboratory.
The incredible Kronk.
The Incragable Kronk. That was it.
I think
Okay.
that's it.
So are you gonna ask anybody? You're just
Please
looking.
speak big and purple.
I asked
Please speak big and purple.
a guard, where can I find the blacksmith?
He goes, you can go right around the corner, go a few blocks down. It's that way. He gives you easy enough directions to find.
And I do.
Okay, as you walk down the road, you see a obvious blacksmith. You hear the ringing of hammer on anvil, and you see a massive sign hanging from the front that looks like it's been painted in blood that says, "Kronk's Crushers and Cleavers."
And I think to myself, this is my kind of place. Painted in blood. I'm in, you son of a bitch.
And as you walk in, you see a large orc that's only wearing essentially a loincloth, and he is just sweating. You see massive rivers of lava streaming down in multiple locations to multiple forges, and he is just moving from forge to forge, just clang, clang, and there's a handful of dwarves that are trying to keep up, but they just can't follow this massive orc around. He's just going to town, and they're going around moving things out of the fire and into the water and trying to do stuff for him. And he notices, well, let's see if he notices. He's very busy. He doesn't notice you. He rolled very poorly.
Now I gotta think about what I want to say to him. I'm all nervous now.
You just wanted to see what he looked like.
I did. Let's see what's under that loincloth, guy.
While you're thinking, while
So
you're
I
thinking,
walk up and say, "How do I join your guild?" Just very booming and loud and slightly intimidating.
Another one. Here's a hammer, and he just throws you a hammer, and he goes back to working.
Wow. Okay, so you're a blacksmith now.
He didn't hand you a guild badge. He handed you a hammer.
Okay.
Get to Smith and
So
Make some.
I go and
Iron
start
daggers.
to beat on the swords and the hammers and what all
Are
I
you
have
proficient
there.
in blacksmithing or anything like that of the sort?
I don't know that. I don't know the answer
Doubtful.
to that. Very doubtful. I don't know where
He's
to find
proficient in
proficiencies.
hammering
there it is.
things.
It's under proficiencies.
All right. While you're thinking about that, all right. So
I have a proficiency in simple weapons, if that helps. But
nope.
Just using them.
Make an
Yeah.
intelligence check,
Oh no.
and while you're doing that,
I'm very smart, you guys.
The dumb
I
stat.
actually don't think I am.
Rasmus looks you guys up and down, and then finally notices the giant turtle with two people out cold over his shoulder, and he goes,
Oh, I do not have good intelligence.
"Oh, I see why you're here now. Medics!" And a couple people, you see a human, and you see a halfling. They both run up, and they've got like a pile of bandages, and he's like, "Get to work on them." And they're just kind of looking at you, waiting.
Oh, doctor, do you want me to let them doctor them? I thought we were just putting them in a room.
Let them sleep it off.
I mean,
could be interesting
let's
to
see
watch
what
what
they know.
happens.
Yeah, let's see what they know.
It's good.
We could use the help, so.
Yeah.
What
Here
did
you
get,
go.
Tim?
I rolled a 19 minus 1 on my intelligence.
Okay, very good. All right, so make and we'll go with athletics. You're gonna need to make an athletics check.
Wait,
A
Veritas isn't made of meat, is he?
What?
I mean, technically,
athletics check.
we all are.
Constitution check, and then dexterity check. Those three. All right. So you're gonna let them go up and tend to them, or let them come up and tend to them.
Yes, but I'll ask where they're going with them, and so I can check in on them.
Oh, they're not taking them anywhere.
Okay.
This is where we train the fresh meat for the medicine guild. We've got plenty of people that need it.
Okay,
Interns.
Glitch will supervise them and guide them through this.
Oh, hold on, sir. They're training for the medicine guild. They're the professionals here.
I'm actually a doctor, so I'm
Oh,
a professional. I'm looking to join the medicine.
Let me
guild,
see what you got then.
Okay.
What'd you get for intelligence?
What about the scalpel?
Intelligence, I rolled the 19
Oh,
minus
19,
1.
right.
Oh,
And
boy.
then
Athletics?
athletics is a 4 plus 4. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You were very smart, but not very sweet.
Was it Constitution? Is a 13 plus 3,
16, no problem.
and Dexterity is also a 14 plus 2.
Okay, so you're not used to swinging. You're used to your sword. This hammer is massive, and you're going to town. You're getting a little tired, but you kind of get the hang of it after a little bit, and you kind of just start beating on stuff. And some of the dwarves run around, and they kind of direct you and guide you a little, and then they run them back off to Kronk. And after a little bit, you make a few metal blades for him, and he comes back and goes, good enough. And he walks back. And after a little while, a dwarf walks up to you and hands you a mold for what looks like a tiny metallic badge, and hands it to you, and that's all he does, and he runs off. So you have a steel plate with a indentation that looks like a badge. All right, so you're tending to them.
yes.
Make a medicine check. Anybody else that's wanted to join the medicine guild, you'll have to jump in.
Screw it. I have a good medicine skill. Let's
He
do
has
it.
an equal medicine to me. So. Okay, that's a terrible roll. Terrible roll.
Oh no, terrible roll.
Better than mine.
12.
So you guys, Seth, what are you doing here?
Tweeting out of context D&D quotes because I felt like.
No, your character.
Okay, sorry. My character?
Yeah, you're
I'm
just
sitting
at the bar.
drinking.
Okay. So you two jump down there, and the
Travis
two,
bought me a beer.
the two medics step back
He didn't know
and
it.
watch you, and you guys pull out their bandages. They're odd shaped. You're not used to dealing with these type of bandages, and you start kind of wrapping, and one of them kind of steps in and kind of shifts it up, tightens here. You start to tie it off, and they kind of grab it from your hands and tie a different knot. And Rasmus looks at you two and says, "All right, sir. I don't know what passes for a doctor where you come from, but you're gonna have to learn the intern way. If you're interested in joining, you'll have to go downstairs and talk to the medic down there. They'll get you situated."
By the way, I think I have a way to make up for your fight earlier. I just thought of it.
What's that?
What would you say to an animal fight?
He looks at you and says,
Fucking glitch Vic
There's-
over there.
there's not many animals around here. What do you have in mind?"
I'll provide them, and they'll be entirely secret. We'll divide the ring in two. No one will know what animal will be on which side. I won't even know. But that's not the point. You can take bets beforehand on which animal from which side you think will win. It'll be entirely random. It'll be a fun way. It's sort of like playing roulette.
He looks at you and says, "Now, officially, according to the Fighters Guild, it has to be people, but go downstairs and talk to the medic."
Okay.
This massive furball goes down,
Yeah.
and just this
Is there something in
huge
your
cow
eye?
head.
Is there something in your eye? I'm a doctor. I can have a look at it.
Says, "No, after what I saw you do, you're not getting anywhere near me, buddy."
Even with my 12, I'm just nope.
Nope. You're 12.
Yeah, I rolled a 6 plus 6.
Plus 6?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'm very good at medicine.
you do a half-decent job. And he looks at you and says, "Okay, yeah, you've got my recommendation." He tosses you a handful of bandages and says, "Go tend to the next fight while this guy needs to go learn something."
Can I
I
insight
make,
check his
I make
ring?
eye contact with Glitch.
So, yeah, make an insight check.
Look at me.
20.
I'm the doctor.
Yep. All right. You get the feeling that he's wanting you to go downstairs and unofficially give your idea to the person downstairs.
Okay. Cool. I'll go do that then.
I'm gonna go help tend to beat up people, I guess.
All right. Seth, you staying at the bar?
I
Hands you can just destroy.
I pound my beer. I do the Larkany thing where I tap twice and then I put it down. And I get up and I go follow.
Excuse me, sir. Pay for your beer before you leave.
He's got it. And I tap Glitch on the shoulder and walk off.
Oh, pardon. Did you give him 15 silver earlier?
He didn't, but this
You
is
didn't
the
give
best
me a
part.
price, but yeah.
15 silver, 5 silver a beer.
Okay, so that'd
Move.
be.
I just need to add moo after everything.
So that's 1 gold and 5
That's
silver.
my adorable voice
Right.
quirk.
1 gold, 5 silver. Okay. Copy that. I'm
Read that.
paying. 5 silver. Okay. Copy that. I'm
Read that.
paying.
Thank you for your patronage, sir. Moo.
1 gold.
Can you become a VTuber
Yes.
and that's what you do?
Moo.
Yeah, that's your adorable voice quirk.
Moo.
Okay. Cool.
Just
All
after
right.
everything.
Head
So you head downstairs. As you go down these dark, dingy stone stairs, you enter something similar to what you saw up top, but much quieter and a little dimmer, and not much light down there. And you do see a ring in the center of the room, and you see several people kind of idling around, mingling at the tables. And as you get down there, you see a couple odd looks your way, and you see a dwarf run up to you, and he's like, "How can I help you, sir?"
Okay, 2 things. 1, I'm looking to join the Medicine Guild, but 2, I was told to talk to you about an idea I had for a special fight. Wink, wink.
Yeah, sure.
The winks are even audible.
Yeah, I look.
As you
I look
kind
at-
of
I look
as
at
you
him
do
and I
that, he looks at you, goes, "Oh, Rasmus sent you. Okay,
Move.
let me hear what you got."
Tell him I said move.
Alright, I'll explain the idea of the animal fight and all that and how it worked. And I'll just repeat what I said to Rasmus, essentially.
Okay, he says, "Huh? That I gotta tell you, none of my staff down here is trained for treating animals."
Oh, you won't have to treat them. I can guarantee that they'll both die.
He looks very alarmed at this and says,
I'll demonstrate. I'll do the stress ball.
Yeah.
I'll demonstrate. So that's a
I forgot
D10.
about the stress ball.
Yeah.
I knew where this was going.
I just thought he was gonna kill an animal
Yeah,
right in front of him.
I destroyed it, but somehow Travis got it back. I don't remember how, but
The,
he shoved a sword.
when you saved
Dwarf gave him to him.
that dwarf guy, his soul, he gave it to you as a reward because
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanted you
that's
to have it.
Okay, here's my D10 and a
And we're
D4.
using it for illegal animal fights now.
Okay, and so
Seems like a good-
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Is it illegal
This
if
is
they're
a
not real
hawk.
animals?
Yeah, I heard it was a sick.
That is terrified of me appears. As soon as it appears, I'll stab it with a scalpel.
There are very few
So,
things
this dwarf is staring at you, and then a hawk just appears like right in front of me. Goes, oh no! And then you just stick the scalpel in it. Make an attack.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing clock impression.
Guys,
I was there.
this is by far our most off the rails.
This is
session yet.
this is the most fun game we've had though, like in a while, because like there's just nobody knows
Hey,
what's gonna happen.
so what are you doing with
I'm
your
trying. I'm
That'll be a
gonna
19 to
mold
hit.
that or
Oh,
create
yeah.
that.
hit? So you just stick your scalpel right in the back of this.
6
this
damage.
It goes ah! And then the scalpel goes right between the wings, and it just goes ah! Flaps to the ground, starts flapping, and then just and just kind of turns into black dust, floats off. He goes, "That's amazing. What sorcery is this?"
I can't tell you that.
I can't
It's
wait to see the
classified.
audio file.
It's classified.
So he said, "This might work." However, we already have several events on the books tonight down here. We're a little short-handed. You don't happen to know anybody that would like to entertain or maybe get a leg up in joining the Fighters Guild, do you?
Yep,
Yeah, that's
You're
Vixie and
upstairs.
I'm your man. No, I followed.
So
him.
Vixie
I
stumbles
followed
down the
him.
stairs.
No, I followed him.
Ah! Okay, Amal, you're...
Totally, I followed him.
I'm doing
yeah.
massive things.
He
up
said he
top.
tapped the beer on the counter and followed us.
Here I am forging a guild.
So,
You guys are off screwing around.
Amal,
Joining a guild now.
Amal walks up to the ringside, and the second fight is underway by that point. And you look out, and you see none other than Socks the cat. He steps out into the ring, and he steps up to a halfling, and the halfling looks, spry. She's hopping around on her feet, and she's just pumped and ready, and she's moving, and the bell rings, and this halfling darts in lightning quick, and you feel a little. I mean, if you want to roll for whatever, but you feel a little impressed by how fast this little halfling is.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Whether you're impressed or not,
Natural one.
you're not impressed. You're like,
Is it a natural one?
I've seen faster.
Amal is fast.
And as a matter of fact, your bored look at the halfling as it darts in. Socks just stands there. As she gets to him, Socks just sidesteps, grabs her arm, breaks it, and then just takes her to the ground and hammer fists to the back of the head, and she drops. And the dwarf walks out and goes, "Match? Okay. We have a winner!"
Okay, anyways.
And
Which,
Socks catches your eye and goes, "Oh, I'm glad you got to see this."
Glitch is going to run over and try and treat that patient. He wants to treat the broken
Aren't you
arm.
downstairs?
Yeah, isn't this
Yeah.
taking place
No,
downstairs?
this is upstairs.
Oh,
After-
never mind,
so
never
the
mind,
fighting ring
never mind, I'm
upstairs.
downstairs.
You see,
His doctor sense is
so
tingling.
they're fighting with hands. I can't. I'm trying to remember the accent I gave for Socks. Maybe it's like, "Oh, Amal, nice to see you, good sir. I'm glad you got to see that action there. What'd you think?"
It looked like you beat up a child.
Which is a child size compared to this tabaxi.
Let me get his. Let me reset that, and then. Oh, that's gross.
It says, if you trained where I think you did, you probably beat up a few children of your own.
Maybe.
Listen, I'm not judging, sir. But I'm glad you got to see that. But good day. And he brushes past you. He says, you might want to tend to him. And he runs off and he goes down the stairs. And so you're down there. You're down there. So are you working on your badge?
Yes.
All right.
What do I
So
need to roll?
same 3 check. Well, you'll need to start with intelligence. You don't need Constitution because this isn't heavy work, but you're going to need to do athletics and dexterity. So intelligence, athletics, dexterity. All right. So
I'm going to go and roll my medicine too.
okay.
8.
All right. You walk up and you. Man, like a boss, you get up there and you bandage this guy. You set his arm, her arm, and then you expertly bandage it up. And she walks up and Rasmus goes, good work there, sir. I knew you'd do it.
I tell that halfling to stay in the bar because we can do better in a minute.
And he says, there's not going to be any more fights for a little bit. If you'd like to go downstairs and talk to our medicine staff, they can get you situated up with a badge for the medicine guild.
Yay!
So, alright, so you guys all go downstairs. What'd you roll, Tim?
12 intelligence, 9 athletics, modified 20 dexterity.
Okay, so
Nice
you're
badge.
you've been working.
Pretty alright.
You're sweating. You're not used to being around. You're used to being around a volcano, but you're not used to being actually up close and personal with the lava that flows in the center in the central city. So you're sweating. You're getting tired, but you do a good job.
Yes.
And the cast comes out of the water. You pop it out of the mold, and you got a metal badge. Kronk comes up and goes, "You can keep it," and he walks off. One of the dwarf walks up and hands you 5 gold and says, "Yes, this is for the blades earlier, sir." And they say,
Be careful.
He doesn't talk very much, but he very rarely gives out badges on the first day. So I think he likes your work. Keep it up. And he walks off. All right, so the rest of you are downstairs, and
We're making him jump between 3 different locales, guys, and he's doing it flawlessly.
We're gonna visit the blacksmith later, and you're just gonna be standing there shirtless, like buff as Andre in the store.
I'm already down to just pants.
Yep.
okay.
Amazing test
So-
ahead.
So
Try
you
finger
see,
butthole.
Yeah.
In short, try finger.
all right. So you're talking to the medicine guy, and he goes, "All right, jump over there. We're about to have some fun here. Anybody else want to jump in on this action? Do we have any takers?
What's the action? I missed it. Sorry.
You
Yeah.
said
Okay.
you went,
All right. I was just making sure. Tryouts.
Try. Well, so the first thing you notice upstairs, it was hands, fisticuffs. They're beating each other around, and he goes, "All right, do you want to sign up for tonight's boxing fight upstairs or tonight's entertainment down here?"
So, which one do I get to use these? I draw both my swords.
He says,
Kind of do a little flourish.
Neither, but if you join the entertainment down here, you are allowed to take a dagger.
Make him roll for a flourish,
Do
like
I
Glenn
have-
does.
Yeah,
On Dungeons and
if you
Daddies.
don't have a dagger, we will provide you with a dagger.
Make him roll for flourish.
I think I'm proficient.
Cut off his dick.
Like small, like I can do 2-weapon fighting with a sword, so I would think that I'm okay because
I think it's like a simple weapon.
I think I have good.
Omal's thinking about the fact that he has a very nice dagger, and that's a bad idea.
I have a plus 3. Plus 3.
So Socks, so as Amal comes down the stairs, Socks turns around and sees you and says, "Oh, you're done with up there. You're going to join the fun down here tonight, big fella."
Possibly, but I have some things I'm kind of worried about at the moment. I gesture at the handprint that's burrowing into my shoulder.
And I look over at him and I was like, "Yeah, I forgot to tell you earlier upstairs when we were in front of all those people, but you look like shit. You okay?"
No.
Oh.
No.
Hey, can I borrow that knife you found?
No.
Can I borrow that knife you found, please?
No.
All right, so
I hope that handprint takes your shoulder.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I was just speaking out of heart.
Vixian.
I don't want you to kill him, man.
Roll a d4.
Can we join multiple guilds at
4.
once?
All the
I'm
guilds.
gonna
It's
go
like
for all.
Morrowind.
Sorcerer's Guild doesn't exist.
The Secret
Freaking
Assassins
dwarves.
Guild.
That would actually
got
be
the
better
hood already.
suited for that probably than fighting, but I just
she
want to
just
go.
had her arm broken. So
I look down at the handprint on my shoulder, and all of a sudden it says, "We know" under it.
Alright.
What you did last
I just want to
summer.
point out, I love your warlock tattoo. I love your warlock tattoo so much.
Yep. Dude, I love it.
You're welcome. It's awesome.
My wife paid for it because she loves me sometimes.
Did I show you the one that I'm going to get? No, I got a tattoo.
Okay.
I had Drew draw it up on there.
Alright. So,
No, the other one.
he looks around and says, any other takers? Nope. 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 Okay. So it's just Vixian?
Yep, I rolled a 4.
Alright. So, he ushers you over to the side, and you see Socks talking to
Oh, I don't want to fight the cat.
You definitely don't want that cat.
Not today, guy.
Oh.
talking to the person, and he says, all right, you did good upstairs. You left a mess, but it was cleaned up by this big fellow over here, thankfully. Try not to be so messy this time. And he goes, you asked for a show, I gave you a show. And he pushes past him and goes out into the ring. So you see Socks in the ring.
Fuck.
And he says, tonight's first attraction will be the fabled cat fighter, Socks. And the crowd looks around, glitch claps. Nobody seems to recognize who this person is. Nobody's.
I'm watching intently.
And you see a dwarf walk out, strumming a guitar as he walks, or a lute, and he's dun 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 dun
I
dun.
pull out mine.
So as Socks is entering and Glitch is the only one clapping, he's going to look at some random person in the audience and use command and say cheer.
Okay, what does that roll?
It is I believe it's a wisdom save. Check. Yeah, it's a wisdom save. 14.
18.
Okay.
You see a couple of people kind of put their hands up to clap, and they look at their hands and they kind of shake their head. I don't know who this guy is.
Glitch is still cheering.
But then they see. I lost my page. Sam Lightstring, and they start cheering. Yeah, and you see this dwarf walk out, and he's like, "Your fate has been told. You are old. You dirty cat. Here's a bowl of milk for your wounds. Go lick yourself." And he throws the loot to the crowd, and you see several female dwarfs. You think they're female. They all have beards. Kind of hard to tell. But they catch it, and they swoon. Oh! And he pulls out a dagger, and he says, "Let's get this over with." And Socks jumps in, and they start stabbing at each other. Socks is rolling around all over the place.
As Socks does cool stuff, I'm playing my guitar to make it seem even cooler.
The whole
He's playing
time,
the Pokemon battle theme.
Socks, Socks was showing off up top. You could tell, he was just trying to end that fight quickly so that they would let him into this fight. And but this time he's trying to figure out his query. He's poking at him the whole time. Sam Lightstring is just singing. He never stops singing, and you can kind of see Socks kind of shake his head a couple times and then just kind of shrug it off and get back into it. And he's kind of having trouble focusing, but they're stabbing back and forth at each other, and everybody's cheering on Sam Lightstring. He seems to be the favorite of the crowd, but it's clear after a few moments that he's easily outclassed by Socks. Socks swings around behind him, gets his arm around the neck, and then just puts the dagger right to his temple. And you hear Sam Lightstring go, I yield," and the crowd boos, boo, boo, and
Oh, Socks!
Socks comes out, and the Medicine Guild dwarf walks up and goes, "All right, we have our winner of the first fight.
Is
Let's
Glitch
go-
a Sox fanboy now?
let's see how the second fight of the night
Socks
goes.
is nice to us, so which is
So we have another newcomer
What was my D4 for?
to determine who you fought.
Okay.
I have several characters prepared to fight.
Oh, I might be fucked.
So
Was
You
anyone
step out.
wounded in that, by the way?
what?
Was anyone wounded in that? I think I have a job.
They all have minor cuts and scrapes and stuff like that. But Socks, he's pretty quick on his feet, and he wasn't really going. He wasn't really going for any kill with his knife. He mainly got in, and took him down and made him yield.
Yeah, the single one can deal with his bleeding then.
So Vixian steps out, and you hear the announcer say, we've got another newcomer here. What's your name, sir?"
Vixian.
And he says, "Vixian,
Glitch is gonna send Gus to make his hair blow.
the tall, blonde-headed Fabio man."
I take the hair tie out from my top knot. Just
And
Flip it around.
and he says, "Fighting the other fan favorite,
kind of made myself dizzy.
Zilna Stoneater." And you see a female furbolg walk out.
Stony, I immediately thought Gorons.
Pale, sickly skin. She kind of smiles at you, and she's missing several teeth, and several of them are yellow. And she just kind of looks you up and down and says, "Oh, this will be fun." She's not holding a dagger in her hand, by the way.
No, she eats rocks. Why would she need one? She's a cudgel.
Okay, let's roll for initiative here.
Yeet.
Just them, correct?
Just those two.
Okay.
9.
Oh, she rolled 7. You got her beat. All right, so you get to go first.
So did they give me a dagger?
Yeah, you just got a regular run-of-the-mill dagger. Do you have stats for a dagger?
I don't. I have never, other than just my 2-weapon fighting in combat, I've never done this before, so.
Just so you know, Seth, the reason I didn't give you the dagger, Omal is morally good, and you would literally murder her.
Holding it just like a D4 damage.
Should I add the guild emblem to my
You would minotaur
inventory?
her
Of
apart.
my...
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna add
I
a
forgot
dagger.
that's what that thing does.
Yes. Every time you swing.
Weapon,
It's really cool, though.
add, inventory, dagger, wield. All right, you refresh your page, it should come up in your. Yeah, you have +7 to hit, and you hit with a D4 +3.
Setting it pretty good.
You and your
There you
Yes,
go, mobile a while.
proficiencies.
This would be under actions.
straight bills for life.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. So she stands 10 feet from you.
So I just kind of get a little bit loose, a little bit, and start to circle around her.
Okay. That's your turn. Good.
Yeah,
You're not gonna,
That's all you're doing?
You're not going to attack? You're in a fight.
I'm gonna. Can I position and hold?
Yeah, you can
and
hold
wait?
an action.
I'm gonna hold my action and wait. See what she
You have to
does.
specify your action.
Okay. Sorry, I've never done this before. So I'm gonna hold my action and use my movement to just kind of circle around her.
Well, you have to specify what the
action
action
that
is.
you're
So,
holding.
and you have to specify what trigger. So you can say, if she comes within melee range, I'm going to stab her. Or
Okay.
if I see her, I'm going to shoot an arrow. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
You only get
got
one
it, got
attack
it.
if you do that.
So I'm gonna hold
you only
a
get
dagger for an
That's a
attack,
dagger attack.
and then if she starts to move toward me, I'm going to like jump and rush her and go
Okay.
and stab.
Okay. So
You only get one swing like that.
So as you start to circle her, she stands still, eyeing you up and down. And when it comes around to her turn, you just kind of see her put her hands together. And as this hand moves away, a shadowy dagger comes out of thin air into her hand. And with that dagger, from whatever pocket that came from, flies come out behind it and start circling around her with almost a dark shroud. And at the same time, they envelop her. And the flies are pulsing with this black, shadowy armor that's settled in around her.
Should have rolled a 1.
And then she looks at you and says, "Give me your best." She doesn't take any step towards you.
Okay. I move in towards her, and so I rush in towards her, and then last second I dive off to the side and go for her ankle
All right,
with my dagger.
roll for an attack.
It's 14.
Miss. So you rush in and just and roll in to try to stab her. And as you do that, several of the flies just get in your face and get in your mouth. And you're like, oh! and you go for her, and she's already moved out of the way.
Okay. So,
You get
am
two
I
attacks,
able to...
Yeah, you get.
If you have 2 attacks per action,
You should.
2 attacks. Yeah,
You
so you
have
can go again.
before.
Yep, he does. It says right there.
So, am I able to, like get my bearings, and then... Okay, so I don't know where she's at, though, right? I just know she moved.
No. She just kind of moved her foot so that you
Okay.
you swiped at her ankle and she stepped
Okay,
away.
so I'm going to then Dex and roll, and then go
Step.
for the other one.
Okay, so you're just Legend of Zelda Link style. You're just rolling, just in
Iframes.
circles.
Iframes.
Or Dark Souls rolling style. There we go. I don't know why Legends of Zelda popped up.
That's
when we're
less
talking about
13.
Dark- Yep. So then you stab the other ankle and she pops it up, and the crowd's like, "Well, this is not fella, but interesting." So then it rolls around to her turn, and she's just kind of step in, and he's like, "Are we having clogs tonight? This isn't the game Minstrel, guys. Let's see some fighting here." And she looks at the announcer and looks back at you, and raises her other hand at you, and part of the black shadows comes out and just kind of starts swirling around you. And then she takes her dagger and she's going to stab down at you.
That's what it sounds like.
And that sounded like whatever armor that they
Jeez.
can do too.
That's a 10 versus your AC.
There's no way that hits. 16? No.
Okay, yeah, so that misses. So she stabs at you, and you dodge out of the way. And everybody's like, oh my goodness! On the edge of their seats. Your go.
Okay, so I'm back on my feet. How close am I to her?
You're within
Very.
5. You're within 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm within 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
I hop to my feet quickly, and I go ahead and like side stab at her.
Normal
Okay.
fight rules are applying, Seth.
What?
No. I'm just saying, if it's not moved, I don't think she's moved.
Sorry, in my head, this is all over the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
So-
Yeah.
so cinematically, you guys are circling each other.
Right.
Game-wise, you're
Circle
within
in,
5 feet of each
circle.
other. If you would like to actually move, I mean, you can circle around her.
Right. So I'm back on my feet quickly, and I take a stab at her chest on her offhand where she doesn't have a shield.
Okay, go for an attack.
Jesus fucking Christ, 11.
Miss. Swing again.
So I toss the dagger to my other hand, and I go for her midsection.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
So that is 4 damage.
Okay, so the first several swings you're making at her, she's just dodging, moving out of the way. These flies are getting in your face. And then she just squares up and just lets you put the dagger in her. And she kind of smiles at you. And as her turn starts, you feel the flies settle in on you and start biting at you. You're going to take 3 poison damage.
Oh, I thought I still had my movement.
Oh, yeah, if you want to move.
Yeah, so what I was going to do is I was going to go for her midsection there and then kind of back roll.
Okay, you're going to get an opportunity attack from that.
Okay.
Natural 20. I apologize. You'll probably die. No, I'm kidding. It's just a dagger.
Where's my D4? You don't have bonus action disengage or anything, do you, Seth?
I'm not a
He's,
rogue.
yeah, he's not a rogue. Okay.
Or monk.
You take 5 piercing damage. Slashing damage? No, dagger does piercing. 5 piercing damage. And then you also take 3 psychic damage. As she slashes you, as you roll away, you feel the slash go across your torso. And then you just feel this pulse in your head. You grab your head as you're mid-roll and kind of stumble. And you stand back up. So you can keep moving if you want.
Yeah, so I'm going to rush back at her with my dagger, and I'm going to go for her midsection again.
You already made 2 attacks. Why are you attacking?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, that was an attack of opportunity. My bad. Never
Okay,
mind.
so
I'm done.
her turn starts,
There goes my only natural 20.
and she's a little irritated that you're moving away, and they're like, "Oh, he got the first hit in," She steps forward towards you and raises her dagger and goes in for a strike. And let's see, 21 versus AC.
Hits.
7. You take another 7 piercing damage, and again you feel the pulse in your head. 3 psychic damage.
So it's 10. Okay, so
What is your max health?
my max health is 89. I'm at 57.
Okay, when you get to 40, let me know.
So I'm gonna kind of put my head down and pretend that I'm, kind of knocked, reeling, and hold my attack until she starts to move in closer, until she starts to do something.
She's right next to you.
Right, until she starts to do something.
You lose your second attack. If
You only
do
get
that.
1 attack if you do
Oh,
that.
if I do that, okay.
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, I take the hit, and then as quick as possible, I go back in and go for a midsection again.
Do you know how many cool ranger abilities or spells you want to use?
I really don't have a ton of spells. I have
You
Hunters.
could Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, you
get
can Hunter's
more
Mark
damage,
and get
bud.
the plus 1d6
Oh, that does
damage.
apply here.
I have a ton
So
of spells.
if that's the case, I jump backwards and I go ahead and cast
All
Hunter's
fire.
Mark on her.
Okay, you don't have to jump backwards. You can just cast it on her and start stabbing.
Okay, I cast Hunter's Mark on her then.
Okay. So another odd scent settles in around her and kind of parts part of the flies and black shadow, and she kind of raises an eyebrow at you. Okay.
Okay.
Go for your attack.
So yeah, I roll an attack. I miss, and then I roll another attack.
Do you want an actual d20?
Yeah,
I don't like.
I
Oh, you got
I
one.
got him.
I don't like using.
That's much better. So that's 15, 22.
Yeah, that hits. For some reason, whenever I use computerized randomized dice, it's always terrible.
Yeah, it has been
Alright.
for me today.
So roll your
that's,
d4 and a d6.
D4, D6.
I found the smaller the screen
So
with
that's
D&D
4?
Beyond, the worse it is.
4 plus 3 is 7. So
Somebody bring in a TV.
do you remember how much damage you did the
That
first
actually
time?
be really cool.
Yeah,
Move-
I did
move the big
4
cat
damage.
hand.
last
4? Okay. 7 plus 11. Okay.
I needed
Good deal.
8K
Alright, so
HDR.
swing again.
That misses. That's a 13.
Nope, misses. Alright, so you get her good, and then you go in for the other one and she pushes you out of the way. And as her turn starts, the flies bite at you again, and you're going to take 3 poison damage.
I'm not poisoned though, right?
No. Okay, and then she's going to stab at you. 21 versus AC.
Hit.
Ooh, 4 piercing damage. Plus 1 psychic damage. Yep.
I'm
Okay.
at 49 HP.
Okay. Your turn.
So I take the hit. I toss the dagger into my other hand, and I kind of swipe up to go
Okay.
upper chest. What did I do?
Caleb, do you do Venmo or
attention to
anything?
Oh,
That
Or
hits.
whoever paid for
Alright,
the pizza?
so
No,
roll
no,
your
I have
damage.
0 cash on it.
This is on me.
Yeah, it hits. I just forgot to roll my
Sure.
real dice.
I've never
Don't worry
brought
about
anything.
it. So roll my
Okay.
I
damage.
feel bad about that.
So 6.
Plus
Well,
3
at
is
least you're
9.
honest about
Alright, go for your second attack.
That misses. It's the second 6 I rolled on that.
6 plus 7. Okay. Yeah, so you get a good. You just slash right up the chest, and it actually tears some of her leather suit right there. And she looks at that and says, "That's going to be expensive. I'm going to use my earnings to buy me a brand new suit. I hope you're happy with that." And
Don't really give a shit what you do.
12 plus 18. 18 versus AC. Man, she's rolling ones like crazy. 4 plus 4, 8. That puts you at 41.
41.
Yeah, man. All right, your turn.
Okay. So I take the hit, toss the dagger to my other hand. I'm just back and forth with it. And I go ahead and I try to plunge it close to up here.
Alright, go for it.
So what kind of character do you?
Fuck. I miss, toss it to my other hand, and go for the other side. Damn it. That was the roll.
Got it. Alright.
So,
Roll your damage.
6
Plus 3.
9.
9. Oh my goodness, that's 22. Yep, you take her below half health. So you stick it. At this point, you're just slashing, you get in close. Those flies just get all up in your face, and you just push through it and just sink it in right in her collarbone. And she just drops to a knee, and you hear the crowd gasp. And as you pull it out, just huge flow of blood just starts coming down her chest, and she drops to a knee, and she goes, "Oh!" And her dagger vanishes from her hand. And you hear the announcer go, "I wasn't expecting that! Medic! Medic!"
I go in.
Omal goes barreling in. Make a medicine check.
Oh no.
It'd be so fun if you were still carrying those two unconscious people.
18.
Okay. Yeah, so you jump in there, you throw the bandage around the wound, tighten it up, and she kind of sits up and goes, "Thank you, big fella. I appreciate that. If you'd like for me to thank you later, come find me." And she walks off. And
Yeah, I'm literally a turtle.
the announcer walks in, and says, "Oh, we have a winner here. New fella comes in strong, beats one of the crowd favorites. I like when that happens. Big upset." Tosses you a sack of gold.
I belt the sack of gold and I walk off.
Okay.
You don't need to half health.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that there's going to be somebody on the sideline.
That's your special
Like, I was going to head towards Glitch.
ability.
Okay.
I'm not technically allowed to.
Yep.
All right. So,
I'm the doctor now.
so some of the fighters from Socks walks up to you, and the medicine guy says, "Hey, Socks, we got a new guy here. Do you care to let him practice on you and bandage up your cuts you got from the last one?" He's like, "Yeah, I guess I could let you give it a shot."
I'll give him a wink. I'll say a wink.
Okay. Make a medicine check.
Nature can transform.
19.
19. You bandage up that slash like it's nobody's business. And he goes, "Oh, that feels much better. Thank you, buddy." And he walks off.
Rasmus said to say, move.
He says, "Yeah."
Good people. Good people.
So the dwarf walks up to you, Vixian, walks up to you and says, "The winners of tonight's fight, they get the invite to the major fight that's going on tomorrow night. If you're interested, it'll be lucrative for you. You did a good job tonight, sir."
Thank you. Needed something to take my mind off of some weird shit.
Can I count you in?
Yeah, you goddamn right.
Okay. He hands you a handful of passes and says, "You're gonna need these to get in." And you see on it gold badges that have swords crossed. And he says, "These are temporary military passes, but the color code on them, they're only good for tomorrow. So don't be trying to get yourself in there and get into trouble tonight. But tomorrow, when we have the fight, go to the military district and they'll let you in. You can bring a few of your friends so they can bet on it and we can have a lot of fun. But
I was about to ask where we could bet. So.
All my money on the other guy.
In any directions, just let me know." And he walks off.
So I
Actively
join.
heal the competition.
I join the rest of the crew.
Okay.
Except for me, I'm still at the blacksmith.
Winnings in hand.
All right. So you have your.
Tim's not off work yet.
So you've made a few
He's
more
really taken
blades.
to the dwarven way of life.
And Kronk comes up to you and says, "You did good work today, son. But I've got to close shop for a little bit. Come back tomorrow." And he just walks out.
Do I get gold for the blades I've created?
They already handed you gold.
Earlier?
You since then you've made a badge.
Okay.
Because
That's
this
fair.
has only been like a half an hour for them.
Oh, okay.
So you know beating around on the hammer. This has been taking place for a while. All right. So
Do I have some proficiencies now? In blacksmithing?
no proficiencies, but you were part of the guild.
Okay.
If I impress them enough to join the medicine guild.
So let's see. Omal has
I'm
his
Grandmaster now.
Omal has his
I
guild.
think he has a different beard.
The medicine person turns
Every
around
time
and
you
says, "Oh, go let Rasmus know that you won." And then he looks to you and says, "Yeah, I guess that'll do for now." And he tosses you a medicine badge.
All right. Glitch will then pull out his scalpels and do like hibachi style knife tricks with them.
Make a dexterity
you,
check.
Glitch. I like you, Glitch.
I guess I've
Terrible. 7.
I'm going up in an angel circle.
So you start spinning your scalpels around,
Cut all of his.
and you just go right up the palm of your hand. And just blood sprays the medicine guy. He goes,
Ah! I meant to do that.
He
He'll start
says-
wrapping my hand up. Like
"Make a medicine check."
Don't break eye contact. Cast a medical drone.
11.
So you do a pretty shoddy job. He says, "Yeah, it's kind of hard to bandage one-handed, isn't it? Get
Yeah.
that hand cleaned up so you can use both hands next time." And he walks off. So you guys all have your guild badges.
This is going so well.
So,
What would you like to do?
has anyone patched me up yet?
Patched you up. Several of the other interns, they run up and they start patching you up.
Where's Socks?
They do amazing. Socks is sitting over there drinking a beer.
Okay.
How many points of healing do I get?
Oh, yeah, I guess I should give you that. We'll give you
40.
He's between the couches.
4 plus 6, 10 healing.
Wasn't quite 40, but.
And your wounds are cleaned up and bandaged, so
Oh, good news.
you're not going to take any worse for wear.
I walk up to Socks and ask him, "Where can I find you later after I've attended to my situation here? We need to talk."
You can find me upstairs. Room 13. It's my lucky number.
Gotcha.
Work for me tonight.
I was gonna say I walk off. That's it.
Your gruff voice is getting better, by the way.
That's what no sleep does to a person.
Preach.
You guys think we should get a room here?
Destiny last night.
Should probably get some rooms.
Yeah, I could use a
We've
nap.
got our pass to stay in the
I
city.
still gotta go up and tell Rasmus I won.
Or do you want to stay at the Gay Minstrel?
Good staying at Fight Club here, so. I mean, we're
This
already.
seems like more of our place.
No, we're already here, so. It seems like.
I was disappointed that nobody wanted to go to the game intro.
No.
I
count us
pull out
out.
my guitar. No. Let's go.
Don't count us out.
You've got the guitars from that dwarf
I
painting,
do.
don't you?
I have somehow played them successfully every time.
Maybe we go out for drinks later. We go stop off at the Game Minstrel and see what's going on.
Do we we get drinks right here. Do we have to go out for drinks?
Yeah, but who cares? I mean,
Maybe you want a more quiet place, or at least less bloodbathy.
Yeah, that's fair, but I need to get this shoulder looked at.
Yeah, about that. I was actually once we get a room, I was going to use my technology to maybe see to you rather than out here.
No,
in public.
that'll work. I thought we tried that.
Well, I have an idea.
I
That's
walk
fair.
up and say,
I trust you.
"I'd like a room," and then go to a room.
So you went to the
Yeah.
Anvil's ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's my
Did you just
you went to the Anal Ring?
in the day?
Like,
In the day, let's see. So you guys started out really early. I'd say it's about noon by this point.
Okay.
Good, time for a long rest.
Time for me to take a long rest.
If I take a long rest, I take damage.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
Oh yeah,
Caleb's
that's
gonna
right.
stay awake.
All right,
I'm
so
also
you
gonna
guys
stay awake forever.
are you
now.
guys gonna go get a room upstairs then?
Yes.
All right,
Can
so yeah.
We'll also get probably need to provide a room for the unconscious that we have.
Yeah. Are they awake, by the way, or are they just baffled by whatever happened to them?
They're still unconscious.
Yeah, we'll get a room for them, for both of them.
Get a room, you two.
Glitch will stay in the room to
Throw them both in there like
Keep
stacks
an
of
eye on
potatoes.
Okay.
Actually, that's a bad idea.
So
We should
so
leave
as
the
you're
birds.
stomping up the stairs,
Get the night murders.
you kind of you get your room. Rasmus, as you go upstairs, Vixian, as you get up there, he says, "I heard the commotion downstairs. Good work today, sir and son." And he flicks you a golden badge that has 2 fists crossed.
Nice.
Says, "If you'd like to come back and do a little fighting later,
So-
just let me know. Otherwise, hope to see you tomorrow night."
Yeah, we'll do. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. So an inn is
And those 6 categories.
3 silver a day.
All 6 dice.
Okay.
And those are going to be your stats.
For everyone,
No.
or
Thank you.
is it
Huh?
just
However many rooms you're getting.
And then those are going to
a
be
glitch
your
is going to
stats
get
That is not
try
realistic.
and stuff the 2 injured in one
Well,
room, and he'll also stay in
this
there
way
on
you
like a
have
bedroll
all
or
of them.
something. I don't know.
Okay.
And you can put
Amal
whatever you
wants his own room because he's a big
Because
boy.
you can move everything.
That makes
around.
sense.
All right. So 3 rooms, 4 rooms.
I want my own room.
I don't want to sleep in my own room.
I do.
Not after what happened last
Okay.
time.
So 4 silver.
There's a minimum.
But I also
Four
don't want to
rooms.
let anybody know I'm scared.
That's 12. That's 12 silver.
Let me find it.
I pull out of my bag.
I'll pitch in.
I pitch in 4 silver.
I was gonna say I just pay for my room.
Yeah,
so-
she
Yeah, I'll pay for my
I know
room.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm paying for my room. Sorry.
All right. So they give you your rooms. Walking upstairs, Amal stomps up there with the 2 bodies over his shoulder. You sling him down on a bed, and as the female Empire soldier hits the bed, she kind of jerks awake a little and opens an eye and looks around.
Is he still blind?
And no, that wore off a few hours ago. And she goes, Silas, and looks at you, and then she cocks an eye at the burn on your shoulder, and then she falls back asleep.
Interesting.
So we're now in the room. So, Amal, I'd like to see your wound for a minute.
Go right ahead. It's only killing me slowly.
So Glitch is going to use the magic detector on the handprint.
Okay. It definitely gives you a ping.
I thought it might be something.
Now I'm a heretic.
So the medicine I used on you should have taken care of a natural wound, so I suspected this would be magical. So
And you'd pick up necrotic.
necrotic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So given Glitch's background
It's below 72.
with magical wounds and all that, would he be able to know that this, or suspect at least that this is a curse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know we know that meta knowledge. I just my rationale for that in the
So
game,
all of
it seemed like it
All
makes
of them.
sense for him to know something.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
you saw the crazy stuff that the Hound was doing, and you've seen some
Go
pretty
ahead and
nasty
roll all
stuff
those again.
over
Yeah.
your time.
But we'll
You
keep
would
it single
figure that out.
downstairs.
Okay. So Amal, I think I suspect that I'll be able to treat you. I need to prepare some medicine overnight. Good to
All the
start mixing
while,
medicine for
I'm sleeping
a
right
couple
now.
minutes. I don't know.
At noon?
Set it in the
He
window.
just
Yeah.
hammered for like 2
Yeah.
hours.
He's
Yeah.
he's been hammering.
Sorry, I'm helping my wife.
Aw.
Character right now.
Okay.
Adorable.
He's
So
taking
she's
a
getting
short
rested.
rest.
All right, so you guys can give yourselves a short rest.
Now we just gotta talk my wife into it.
So now I just pick.
You guys get a short rest.
So like wisdom.
Everybody can
So,
get a short rest.
how does that work for health again?
You can
I've already used
you can use any number of hit dice that you have, but if you hit rest up there, it'll
That's
ask
up to
you
you.
how many
Don't
hit
use
dice
the
you want.
20.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
My-
it
Sorry, I
depends
haven't
on
My
used
curse
the
procs over
important
24
to
hours,
your
doesn't
class.
it?
Your what?
It
I don't know
procs
anything
in
about
24 hours. It's not just a rest.
Right. Okay.
Well, we're taking a
Take
short rest.
sorcerer
Glitch is going to
and
write in his
wizard.
journal.
So you guys take about an hour's rest. Meet back up. 1 o'clock in the afternoon by this point.
Where is rest?
Anybody want to go anywhere, do anything?
Where is rest on the mobile app? It's up here at the top somewhere. It should be right. There it is. Thank you. Take short rest.
Make sure there wasn't something I was going to do. Oh, yeah.
I know this place isn't exactly magic, but was there any shops that would buy magical items?
Yeah. So you kind of saw some as you're going in. Glitch was pointing out every single thing in the city that he saw at his natural 20, and you saw some odd-looking buildings poke up around the others that you could see definitely aren't dwarven made and kind of would tend towards the
So you max out at level
what's the term I'm looking for? Wizards that are full of themselves, you know,
spell like
fancier, finer stuff.
Dicks.
I guess that's the term.
like including a dragon. So
Seth, what are your
classic
your
visual myth.
swords? Do you have 2 swords or 1 sword?
Two.
That's
What
it
are they?
says.
Glitch is also going to change into common.
Two short
clothes.
swords.
Common clothes?
Yes.
Short swords?
So you're taking
Just
normal?
short swords?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
What was it?
I toss you 2 scimitar plus 1s.
I catch him and I look at it and I say, "This is really nice."
Enjoy.
Who
So,
where'd you get these?
you choose a
And of
sword,
course.
which will give you
We're
another
gonna get everything.
Awesome. Well, that guy had good taste. Appreciate it.
So I would wait on that.
So now I need to.
See where
Are you gonna go look for a magic shop?
Yeah, I just want to. I mean, I have stuff that I can't use. So.
Are you gonna ask around? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask, see if there's anywhere that like deals in magical wares, anything that's just not normal.
All right. So you walk outside and you see a another tabaxi. That's this one is grayish with several white spots on it. Run by and flag them down. They come up and they're like, "What can I do for ya? We're all Irish apparently. Cats are always Irish."
Holy Samoy. But is this actually the shop, or is it just a random guy?
No, this is a person you just flagged down as you left the anvil ring.
Hey, I'm looking for a shop that may sell some heightened or enchanted gear. Does anything like that in this area?
Yeah, I'll see here. We got let's see.
So you want your width.
Rilk's Curios could potentially have some magic. She keeps all kinds of knickknacks from all over the world. Armin's Apothecary and Components. They don't really do many magical stuff, but they tend to make stuff. So I don't know. Maybe some people think those potions are magic. And then you got Jarlaxle's Magical Wares.
Probably a 19 would be good. 'Cause that's
Yeah, thank you for the heads up. Where is the magical wear shop?
So if you kind of go that way, and she gives you directions,
Okay.
and you can find all three of them fairly easily.
I flick her a gold and say thank you.
Magical, where is it?
She stares at the gold piece. "Thank you, mister," and she runs off.
I'm rich, bitch.
Trap. Magical, where is the shop?
Magical wares.
Are you going to
Oh, we gonna get a
count your
delightful
gold
character reveal?
at any point?
I'm in my who am I bunking with?
I don't
Go,
know.
I'm bunking with Almo.
Kamal wanted his own room, which is huge.
So-
Because
I
you
mean,
promised me those
you
swords.
could sleep on the floor, I guess.
Sleep inside your shop. No,
I don't want you inside.
I'm
again.
bunking with somebody. So I'm in.
My room already has 2 other people in it because they're injured.
Screw it. I guess
No,
bunkmates.
no, I'm sleeping by myself then, and I'm uncomfortable about it.
Oh, you never told us you're actually scared.
You're right. I didn't say that in character. So because I'm too proud, I didn't say anything. So yeah, go to my room. So I'm up there, still kind of shook up about seeing what, like, my dad just show up and all this information that got dropped on me, which is why I went into Fight Club in general, because I just needed to get some of that out. And
I forgot you were a ranger for a minute.
yeah, fuck, I was a rogue for a minute. And I start counting my gold, which comes out to
2 gold? Okay, that sounds good. And
I would need to add this.
204 gold.
Nice.
That's a pretty good haul.
So, Glitch would like to look around for a smoke shop.
Like cigarettes?
Tobacco, yeah.
Tobacco?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're getting a hookah.
Yeah, so they would direct you towards Armand's Apothecary and Components.
Okay. Yeah, Glitch will walk in and say, "Hi, I'd like to buy a box of cigars."
And then this is.
What's your horses?
Sorry.
Omal was first.
Oh, sorry.
Which one you
I thought
going
he was,
to,
I thought he was
I'm going to the.
You'll get
It started with the J, I think. Magical
Jarlaxle's Magical
Jarlaxle.
Wares.
in Constitution.
Okay, so you walk up, and rather than built around the stone pillars like most else, this is just a round wooden and stone structure that just juts up out of the ground and has a spiral over the top. And it's about 3 stories tall. You have just a wooden door on the front, and then there's windows dotted all the way up it.
Okay, I walk in.
Make yourself a perception check.
Just a second. 8.
Okay.
Then you're back right.
You walk up to it,
It's whatever you
go to
wanna
push
do.
the door open, turn the knob,
Say
jiggle it. It doesn't budge. And you look over and you see a gnome sitting there, kind of hopping around with a package in his arms, and he goes,
that different, that important, really?
"Gee, Mister, I just tried that. I could have told you that. He's supposed to be open, but I got a very important package to deliver to him. I was specifically told not to leave it outside, or else I would be kicked out of the Messenger Guild. You would happen to know where he is?"
I'm kind of new in this place myself, so not really. But I have one very good idea. And I attempt to pull the door open instead.
Alright, make a strength check.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm being dumb. Because I tried pushing the door and it didn't work.
The door sucks you in. No, it doesn't open. And he goes,
Damn.
"All those doors weren't kidding about that. The turtle guy not being too smart."
Wait a second, it's a sliding door. You throw your shoulder out.
This is mildly
I would
inconvenient.
say dwarven.
At this point, Glitch shows up. Armand's.
And then whatever.
Armand's
Yep.
Doesn't
Let me
really
jump to
matter.
the page. Armand's apothecary and components, right next door to Jarlaxle's magical wares.
Oh, hi,
Right
Doctor.
next door. Make your perception check.
perception. Horrible. 8.
Identical.
You walk up, you barely see Omal, and you don't even see the gnome on the other side of him because Omal's so imposing.
Hi, Maul.
Hi, Glitch.
And right next door, you see a squat stone building with a thatched roof.
No, just pick them.
And
Dash roof cabbages.
Thank you. Everybody looked up at the
Get
same
Tim
time.
out of here.
I bolt up out of a deep sleep.
so
Burn it.
Burn it.
You peasants to the void.
so you walk inside, and there are just all sorts of bottles and herbs and all kinds of plants and stuff just hanging everywhere. And in the back, you see a counter, and you see a little old white-haired human lady just sitting at the counter. She goes, "Oh, hello, Sonny. What can I do for you?"
Good day, ma'am. I'd like to purchase a box of cigars.
I walk in there as well.
Do you have any cigars?
Cigars. I might have some in my bag. You walk in too?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
That's better than it was before. 15.
Okay. So you finally there's odd smells rolling out of this apothecary, and there's odd smells coming from the wizard shop. Kind of disconcerting. But as you walk over, you pick up above all a hint of sulfur in the air.
We're fine.
And when you walk into the shop, it's still there lingering, but not as strong as it was. And you see the same things, you know, plants, herbs, all hanging from the shelves, bottles mixed with strange liquids.
Smells like a GNC.
And then, but as you walk in, you hear a bell jingle. She goes, "Just a moment, Sonny." And then you see a little wizened old lady walk out very slowly with a box of cigars, and she sets them down on the table and says, "5 gold apiece
Per cigar?
Per cigar?
per cigar.
Okay, how many
These
cigars are there?
come from Cubano."
Cubano.
Oh.
Cubano.
The island.
Wow. Very nice.
Ah, from the
These are all island nations.
of the, of the
Dwar-
sandwich.
Dwarves don't grow much tobacco here. Not much use for it. They're stone and gems.
They do cold.
So how many are in the box? Just out of curiosity.
Cocktail.
10 cigars.
I'll take them all.
Okay, that's a deal. 50 gold.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's what happens when he gets an item. Okay, so you have a box of 10 fine cigars. You assume are fine. You didn't even really look them over or do anything.
I'll take what I get here.
Okay.
That's what, yeah.
And she says, "Can I offer you guys anything else?"
I actually only have a question.
Uh-huh.
There's, not to ask about another business, but your neighbor here is a Jar.
Jarlaxle, He's rather odd. Always
Yes.
doing strange things in his tower. Sometimes he locks up his shop for days, but he's there all right. And right as she says that, you hear like a bang and a pop up top, like a firework going off.
Okay, well, that explains that. I'm gonna go try to get the guy to come downstairs, then I guess. Thank you for your time, and I flip her a gold as well.
Oh, thank you. So it hits her in the
Okay, we're
face.
just making it hail.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it hits her in the face. She kind of squints up. She's reaching for it, and it just hits her in the face.
Roll for damage.
Roll a d30. Alright. She
pull
says,
the honey.
"Can I introduce you, or can I? Would you like to buy anything else? I have plenty of neat and exotic potions I've been working on. Or can I give you some spell components, maybe, if you are on the magical
Should
side?"
I get rid of these swamp punch things?
Let me
Nope.
see if I actually
Okay,
need it.
those are ours.
Not now, not never.
Those are too much fun.
That's true.
Go ahead and really quick.
I
So
am.
you heal for 30 points.
I
and
changed-
Would you
are
like to?
dead.
You can sell her a few.
How much are they
Offer
worth
one
to
to
her?
drink.
You offer a one? What do we have here?
Potion of youth. Potion.
Do you
Make a persuasion.
Do it,
check.
you sick fuck.
What is that?
do you have any opals? No.
I offer her a sip.
I have some
One of the swamp
diamonds,
punches.
gold dust, a jeweled horn,
I forgot that I did laser.
a marked divining stone, and a pair of platinum rings. But I have many great potions.
Do you have any as great as this?
What is your persuasion? What do you roll?
Okay.
He's really trying.
Oh no.
Modified one.
She says, "Oh, Sonny, I can't drink on the job, but maybe if you buy me a drink at the bar later."
Side quest. Side quest.
Get all kinds of loot out of that.
Get me a sugar mama.
offer her a cigar.
You know, it would
Go
be the weirdest
full
thing that's
Bubba.
happened in this campaign.
She says, "Opals,
Gotta keep
you."
politics out of the game. Politics out of the game.
Rilks has all kinds of odds and ends. You could possibly find one at her shop.
Where did you say? I'm sorry. I was laughing at the Bill Clinton joke.
Rilks Curios. She has
Those are
all
real
kinds
fun
of
names.
stuff there.
Rilks Curios.
Rilks.
Rilks.
I like weird better.
So no potions. I have cold resistance, water breathing,
She's one heck of a huckster.
animal friendship.
Carrotus wakes up.
He heard it on the call.
Frost. I sleep on that. Animal buddies. Real shit.
How much is the cold resistance, just out of curiosity?
250 gold pieces.
Unfortunately, I did not even have that much walking in here, so I'll see myself out adequately. Bill head for the
Come
curiosity.
back now, you
I walk
hear?
back. I walk back up to Jarlax's tower,
Of magical wares.
and I knock really loudly.
I don't know how much.
Dome. You see the same
Oh,
gnome
no, I
kind of
didn't
circling the tower, looking up.
I got those ones.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna hear you. I've been shouting at the top of my lungs. I'm thinking about climbing up. Could you give me a boost?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of boost are we talking? Are we talking the really fast kind of
You'll just
boost,
have to, like, pay
or am I just lifting you up?
whatever.
Let me jump to the page. Armand's Apothecary and Components, right next door to Jarlaxle's magical wares.
Oh, hi,
Right
doctor.
next door. Make your perception check.
Perception. Horrible. 8.
Identical.
You walk up, you barely see Omal, and you don't even see the gnome on the other side of him because Omal's so imposing.
Hi, Maul.
Hi, Glitch.
And right next door, you see a squat stone building with a thatched roof.
No, just picked him.
And
Thatched roof cabbages.
Thank you. Everybody looked up at the
Get
same
Tim
time.
out of here.
I bolt up out of a deep sleep.
So
Burn it.
Burn it.
You peasants to the void.
So you walk inside, and there are just all sorts of bottles and herbs and all kinds of plants and stuff just hanging everywhere. And in the back, you see a counter, and you see a little old white-haired human lady just sitting at the counter. She goes, "Oh, hello, Sonny. What can I do for you?"
Good day, ma'am. I'd like to purchase a box of cigars.
I walk in there as well.
Do you have any cigars?
Cigars? I might have some in my bag. You walk in too?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
That's better than it was before. 15.
Okay. So you finally there's odd smells rolling out of this apothecary, and there's odd smells coming from the wizard's shop. Kind of disconcerting, but as you walk over, you pick up above all a hint of sulfur in the air. And when you walk into the shop, it's still there lingering, but not as strong as it was. And you see the same things, you know, plants, herbs, all hanging from the shelves, bottles mixed with strange liquids.
Smells like a GNC.
And then, but as you walk in, you hear a bell jingle. She goes, "Just a moment, Sonny." And then you see a little wizened old lady walk out very slowly with a box of cigars, and she sets them down on the table and says, "5 gold apiece
Per cigar?
Per cigar?
per cigar.
Okay, how many
These
cigars are there?
come from Cubano,
Cubano.
Oh.
Cubano.
the island."
Wow. Very nice.
Ah, from the
These are all island nations.
of the, of the
What?
sandwich.
Dwarves don't grow much tobacco here. Not much use for it. They're stone and gems.
They do cold.
So how many are in the box? Just out of curiosity.
Cocktail.
10 cigars.
I'll take them all.
Okay, that's the deal. 50 gold.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's what happens when he gets an item. Okay, so you have a box of 10 fine cigars. You assume are fine. You can even really look them over or get any.
I'll take what I get here.
Okay.
That's what, yeah.
And she says, "Can I offer you guys anything else?"
I actually only have a question.
Uh-huh.
There's, not to ask about another business, but your neighbor here is a
Jarlaxle, he's rather odd. Always
Yeah, it's-
doing strange things in his tower. Sometimes he locks up his shop for days, but he's there all right. And right as she says that, you hear like a bang and a pop up top, like a firework going off.
Okay, well, that explains that. I'm gonna go try to get the guy to come downstairs, then I guess. Thank you for your time, and I flip her a gold as well.
Oh, thank you. So it hits her in the
Okay, we're
face.
just making it hail.
Let's see. Oh yeah, it hits her in the face. She kind of squints up. She's reaching for it, and it just hits her in the face. And
Roll
drops
for
to the
damage.
floor. Roll a d30. Sorry.
We'll
She
pull up the
says,
honey.
"Can I introduce you, or can I? Would you like to buy anything else? I have plenty of neat and exotic potions I've been working on. Or can I give you some spell components, maybe, if you are on the magical
Should
side?"
I get rid of these swamp punch things?
Let me
Nope.
see if I actually
Okay,
need it.
those are ours.
Not now, not
those
never.
Those are too much fun.
That's true.
Go in really quick.
I
So
am.
you go for 30 points.
I
and
changed-
you
Would
are
you like to?
dead.
You can sell her a few.
How much are they
Offer
worth
one
to
to
her?
drink.
You offer a one. What? Oh, what do we have here?
Potion of youth. Potion.
Do you
Make a persuasion.
Do it, you sick fuck.
What is that?
do you have any opals? No.
I offer her a sip.
I have some
One of the swamp
diamonds,
punches.
gold dust, a jeweled horn,
I forgot that I did like
a marked divining stone, and a pair of platinum rings. But I have many great potions.
But do you have any as great as this?
What is your persuasion? What'd you
Okay.
roll?
He's really trying.
Oh no.
Modified 1.
She says, "Oh, Sonny, I can't drink on the job, but maybe if you buy me a drink at the bar later."
Side quest. Side quest.
Get all kinds of loot out of that.
Get me a sugar mama.
Offer her a cigar.
You know, what
Go full Bubba.
She says, "Opals,
Gotta keep politics out of the game.
Rilks has all kinds of odds and ends. You could possibly find one at her shop."
Where did you say? I'm sorry. I was laughing at the Bill Clinton joke.
Rilks Curios. She has all kinds of stuff there.
Rilks Curios.
Rilks.
Weird better.
So no potions. I have cold resistance, water breathing,
She's one heck of a huckster.
animal friendship.
Carrotus wakes up.
He heard it on the column.
Frost. I sleep on that. Animal buddies. Real shit.
How much is the cold resistance, just out of curiosity?
250 gold pieces.
Unfortunately, I did not even have that much walking in here, so I'll see myself out. Bill head for the
Come
curiosity.
back now, you
I walk
hear?
back. I walk back up to Jarlax's tower,
Of magical wares.
and I knock really loudly.
I don't know how much.
Dome. You see the same
Oh,
dome
no,
kind of
I-
circling the tower, looking up.
I got those ones.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna hear you. I've been shouting at the top of my lungs. I'm thinking about climbing up. Could you give me a boost?
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of boost are we talking? Are we talking the really fast kind of
Still just
boost,
have to, like, pay
or am I just lifting you up?
whatever?
He says, "Look, Vista,
That's it.
I really want to get into the messenger skills,
That's the only
so
bad part about the discount is
I'm
the
willing to do
fact
whatever
that
you think is necessary to get me in there."
Up front, obviously, you can't do
To be clear, I'm talking about throwing you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have been given permission to yeet.
Make a yeet check.
Alright, so
He just shot puts.
give me a strength check. Give me a strength check.
Okay, that's a that's a modified 19.
Now give me a dexterity check.
Okay, I'm good at that too.
No, you're not. No, you're
Did you roll one?
Not that good.
That's like your third natural.
How many? Dude, if we ever get to the point where we're doing like donations, you're gonna be like the big spender.
I'm quietly retiring that day.
So you pick up the gnome, and he's looking a little apprehensive. He's like, I need this. I need this. Just let him do it. Just let him do it. And you rear back, and you launch him. And he goes soaring. He goes, whee! I'm not going to make it to the window. And he just hits the wall right next to the window.
Fucking like a
Does
lunatic.
he grab on? Does he do it?
He leaves like an impression of himself in the boards.
If he
And
falls, I
falls
try
on
to
top
catch
of
him.
And then a piano. And for some reason a pie.
It's dwarf territory. It's got to be an
He
angel.
takes 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god.
Ah, his nose is just broken and like completely sideways. His face is bruised up.
Liquid.
Make a dexterity save.
Oh no.
You could eat cereal out of the cavity in his skull.
That's better. 11.
All right, you run up. You try to cushion his fall. You get a hand under him, and he kind of hits you, bounces off your arm, and we'll say that'll negate one of the D10. All right, he only takes 3 bludgeoning damage that time. So he
Over
takes
comes Doctor.
your arm, just falls, and he flips, spins over, and lands on his back with a heavy thump, and he's just. Oh! Do it again! Do it again!
Wait. Wait.
Here, drink this.
Doctor.
Oh, boy.
Never mind, Doctor. I have a plan.
Belay that order.
You sure?
We're off the rails.
Ah, he's laying there.
Let it play out, Your Honor.
You're just watching.
Roll a D8. Roll a d8.
I want to see where this is going.
Which one's a D8? Fuck. Do I have any D8? There it is.
Where did we find this stuff anyway? I can't remember.
The cave.
The-
I rolled
the
a
right
1.
here.
You missed his mouth?
No,
No,
this
on
is
the
the
D8.
effect.
Oh.
Cherry. I feel a lot better. Nothing.
Well, what do I guess I rolled a healing modifier.
Roll for healing.
Let me
Well,
remove one.
Out of all my fun stuff, you
That's
rolled
just-
10 nothing.
Good to know.
You gonna shove another one in?
Okay, no, that's
Why isn't anything cool happening?
that's a really good bonus. So 4
Oh. God, my sides hurt.
Please tell me one of
12
the effects is enlarged.
plus. Is it plus my medicine bonus?
Yep.
He healed 18.
Oh, he's back at the. He just goes, oh, and just kind of.
Like Breath of the Wild.
Oh, he stands up. He's like, I feel a little better.
Are you
And
ready,
he
kid?
just grabs his nose and resets it. All right, do it again.
Let's go.
All right, strength check.
Hold on. Glitch will walk over and apply his topical,
His topical hashtag bless.
guidance, the nicotine-based
So which one? He's doing 2
cognitive
checks here.
enhancer. So he saw that it was strong enough, but he just missed because Glitch is watching all this.
Yeah.
He's right there, so he'll give it to the Dex to
All right.
remain better.
Go for it.
Actually,
What's
it'd be
the
his choice actually because it's just a ability check.
Okay. I can use it on a ability check.
Yeah, it's a D4.
Okay, that's gonna be fine for the strength check.
Strength
That's
check's fine.
that's 17.
Cock back, judge the distance. Whoop.
Okay, that's 18. And I'm gonna roll that for
Okay.
fun. It's a D4.
Yeah, D4.
20.
He goes soaring. Dead bullseye, center of the window. Glass goes everywhere. He's gonna take 1 slashing damage from the glass. You hear a loud thunder,
bravest-
clatter, 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 clatter,
Is he a
clatter.
gnome or a dwarf?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
The
No.
bravest gnome. Oh, I just couldn't remember. He's the bravest gnome I've ever known.
And 5 bludgeoning damage from crashing into it. You guys jetting out?
Just me.
No,
Oh.
just her. I'm
Okay.
taking the baby
I
out
got
for her.
brunch and mimosa plans.
Oh, am I blocking? Or are you in the
No, I'm
truck?
down
Oh,
here.
okay.
Okay.
I'm in the truck.
Okay.
We also have a van now, so like, awesome.
Vans are awesome.
So you
Can open
hear
the doors from here.
Can't do that. But 2014.
She's
You
made
don't
a
have
character
power
that
doors
she's
on
gonna
here?
get.
See
It
that?
has power doors. I just can't do it remotely from
If
here.
it's cool
Oh,
with you
I'm pretty
guys.
sure. Maybe.
That's weird.
Maybe I can.
We take a
Gonna
vote.
say.
Emma's gonna join the campaign.
If everybody's okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The also more complicated it is for Mike. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You want to
Throw a
join this
curveball.
chaos?
I was gonna say.
Well, I was working on a character and I picked chaotic good, so I like chaos.
Yeah, that's what I am.
I was hoping for either chaotic good or chaotic neutral because we need somebody to be like the anti-Tim. Well, Logain was the anti-Tim,
That's true.
but was also Tim.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys
This is-
again
See you
soon.
later.
I'm gonna
See
go
ya.
get
See ya.
something to eat, waffles.
Have fun.
See you later.
I need
Enjoy.
to figure out how to get my wife to join the campaign.
All right, so this you hear this gnome things spiraling off tables, crashing, and you hear and the door opens up, and there's the gnome, and he walks up and goes, oh, he's got a couple glass shards sticking out of his face, and he's got a big bruise across his chest poking up out of the shirt, and he goes, thank you, mister, I appreciate that.
Do you want to try another drink?
That last one is pretty good. I'll give it a shot.
Oh, no. I'm gonna kill him. 6.
6. Okay. The last one tasted of cherries. He's like, this was delicious. Takes the other one, knocks it back,
Oh, no.
gets most of it down, and sputters out. Why does this taste like sweat and hay? And
Oh
then,
no! Did it again. He's tired.
you remember? And he kind of drops to a knee and goes, oh my goodness.
I mean, there's no way I
don't-
didn't heal him for everything. So.
I don't know if I could make it back up those stairs. Could you please take my package up to Jarlaxle for me? I'll give you part of the guild's payment.
I can do you one better, buddy. And I pick him up. I'm taking him up the stairs.
All right.
Grab him by the belt.
So
like,
you
just
and the
hang-
gnome and the package, and he's hanging there
I'm just
holding the
carrying
package.
people.
So just you two are going in.
Glitch will start walking towards the.
Is there a
real
taxi
curiosity.
guild?
I'm good at it today. Although we did
You're
burn
doing
our
what?
wagon.
Headed towards Rilks.
I burned
Rilks?
Yes. The place
Real
Burn the wagon.
curios.
Curios.
Okay. So as you get in,
Can I change what I'm doing canonically
I'm
instead
gonna
of sleeping?
I'm gonna jet in like 40 minutes.
Travis is too.
We've gotten
Battle
for such an off the rails game. We've actually gotten quite a bit in
Socks is
today.
gone.
Yeah.
You're going towards Rilks. You're there. What are you doing, Polaris?
I was sleeping, but I'm gonna change that. I would like to go get that. Do I know what the Rod of Breaching does quite yet?
I mean, it makes a big boom in front of it.
It's a
Yeah.
shape charge.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if there's somebody that can help me out with telling me exactly what it does.
Okay.
Because there's a cold end and a hot end.
You're gonna pull it out, and in the shops.
Hold on, let me
they-
pull out my anarchist cookbook.
They all kind of directed. They say, Jarlaxle would be the best to tell you exactly what it is. Rilks might have seen something similar. She might be able to help you, but for sure Jarlaxle would be able to tell you.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay. So you show up at the same tower, and where are you at, Vixian?
I'm of my room. Like
Sleeping?
I'm just kind of. I just finished counting my gold, so what I was gonna do after that was look over those swords or the scimitars that Hummel gave me and start oiling them.
They're just real nice.
I'm just doing the best I can to kind of take my mind off of everything that has happened.
That's what
We killed some tieflings for those.
I've forgotten all.
That's where we got those.
All right.
I've had them the whole time.
I
Well,
forgot
I mean,
about
it's taken a good bit of time for like us to like trust each other. So like that's
I know.
that. Really?
narratively that works. Was I even involved? I wasn't.
That was right before.
Yeah,
I think you were.
because like
Well,
I
when we
killed, I
killed the-
murdered Big Jim. Wasn't that his name?
Yeah.
Big Jim.
While
the
you were
owl.
still Watt.
Yeah, he was like an owl bear or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All right.
murdered-
So
so unceremonious.
so you guys, there's.
Oh, I am so excited.
I thought I killed him.
That's not him. It's,
Oh.
I can't find my wizarding character. So
Close enough.
so you guys go in, and
You're a fucking wizard, Harry.
I know.
I wish you would come to days.
Does
Oh,
this
good
guy
job
look
on trying to pretend
particularly
we-
old?
Yep. I gotta pass my interview and then I'm good.
There you
I
go.
wish you would come to
No.
days.
Me too. If I don't get it, I'm fine.
All right. So you go in.
Hope you fucking- Hope you
Thanks, guy.
Delaris shows up.
Purely
You
for
see a
selfishness.
tower with the door standing wide open, glass around on the street, and a broken window on the second story. As you guys jump back to it.
Put it back now, y'all.
Sorry, I was
Right
helping
stuff,
Emma.
right
And
time.
going to sleep was the best thing to do.
I just imagine all of a sudden eyes burst open, red glow. You're just
All right. So
the rod.
so as you walk into the shop, make a perception check.
That would be a 21.
You put that rod.
That is gonna be a
Put that
10
rod in.
plus something.
There are
Plus
shelves
1, 11. 12.
and tables and a counter in the back. 100% bare. You don't see a single thing in there. But in the very back, you see a spiral staircase going up, and the gnome points to that and goes, "That's the way up."
Let's go, little buddy.
So you guys
And I
go
go
up
up.
the stairs. All right. So Delaris
This
follows
is
you
the-
guys around. You get to the second floor. You see on the second floor, you see a bed. You see a few crates and dressers, and it looks like living quarters. And you see the broken window, and stairs going farther up to the third story.
We're still going up.
All right.
I'm also trying to be acutely aware of any magical runes and etc. that might murder me as I'm going.
It has been many years since I have climbed 1,000 steps.
So you get to the third story,
I don't want to get hit by magical traps.
and right as you walk in, you hear
Zing! Always
and
check for
almost like
traps.
fireworks kind of going off and zinging around, and in the center of the room you see an old graying drow, and with long gray
That
hair,
means he's really old.
and he's hunched over a cauldron with a fire underneath it, and in a big circle around him are just runes scrawled all in that are glowing, multiple colors. And he's kind of going to one table and grabbing ingredients and throwing them in.
Just fucking.
And going and grabbing other ones, and he's just
Salt.
Does he even notice
Salt
us? He's busy.
so he does notice you guys. So as you come up, he stops and goes, "Can I help you?"
Hello, grandfather. That's not. He's not my grandfather. I'm just addressing him.
You don't look like any of my grandchildren, but okay.
You've been around, sir. No. This tired fellow here has something for you, and he's been waiting outside for a while, and I need to inquire with you about some things.
My package. I've been waiting for that. Took you long enough. What took you so long? And he just kind of goes, Your door was locked. He goes, oh, I kind of forget about that kind of stuff. I want to get in the middle of things. Sure. Thanks for the box. He immediately just starts tearing into it. And so he pulls out.
You paying to win?
Where is the box? Well, so he pulls out a handful of blood red rubies, and then a hunk of obsidian, and then he gets to the bottom of the box and pulls out a fifth red ruby, and he looks at that. And if you'd like to make a perception check, if you're creepily looking at your shoulder at what he's pulling out.
17.
15.
The first four rubies look immaculate. He gets to the fifth one. It looks a little off, shade of red, a little darker. Has a chip in one. He's like, huh. I guess they threw this one in and realized it wasn't to my specs and threw the others in there. Oh well, and he just kind of tosses that to the back of the room.
I catch it.
And it rolled not
Oh,
in your
not
direction.
turn. Oh.
If you want to run over and try to steal it.
No. I thought
Um,
he was just throwing it.
Nope. And it rolls to the edge of the room out of sight. And he says, all right, thanks for the package. If you please leave. And he goes over and he starts setting up the rubies. And then he just kind of stares at him and goes, well, I could use your help if you'd like to stay.
Can I use Mage Hand to get that ruby that he threw back?
Make a perception check.
It's gonna be not good enough.
It rolled underneath the desk or table. You're not
Okay.
really sure where it went.
What kind of help do you need, sir?
Well,
Just give me
it seems one of you has an act for magic here. As
No, that is not me.
you look at your feet and some of the glyphs near you are flaring up around you. And he says,
I'm a dummy.
you can help you can help me complete the ritual. There's some gold involved if you'd like to help.
What else do I stand to gain from this?
My gratitude?
How much gold?
He says, the wizarding world's gone to hell around here. And he looks down, starts shuffling in his pocket, pulls out a large hunk of jade that he says, this is worth 100 gold. Tosses it to you.
Sounds reasonable.
All right. Easy enough, old man. What would you like?
Just come over here and sit next, opposite of the cauldron from me if you'd like.
Glitch, where you at?
I oblige.
You went to Rilks.
Yeah, I'm headed to Rilks.
Okay.
I oblige to the request.
Okay. And you walk into Rilks.
Yeah.
You see also an old elf. You presume as Ilya Rilk. And she's just kind of idly sitting in a chair, just kind of chewing on a piece of straw, and looks up at you and says, oh, what can I do for you?
I'm looking to buy a... Oh, I said opal. It's actually a pearl that I'm looking for. Do you have a pearl?
I might go scrounge around in there. And as you look around the room,
The mountain clams.
it is overflowing with everything imaginable, from tiny knickknacks to large sculptures.
Damn it.
You can see art decor, clothes, weapons from all parts of the world. Make a perception check or investigation check if you want to start digging through and seeing what you find.
No.
I'm terrible.
Is that that one? Or is
Yes,
it-
You?
natural one. For a total of 8.
You
Welcome.
suck.
For a total of 8.
You guys.
All right.
This side
So
of the table. It's cursed.
It's like the whole side of the table is mummy robbers.
so you start rummaging
50%
through
of
the
it
stuff,
does.
and you see all sorts of odds and ends, but no pearl. If you want to like make a perception check, to kind of give you a handful of things you see.
Okay.
Natural 1.
15.
Okay. So you see
I
a
was close. I was like 14 off.
large brown fedora.
Yes.
You
Light,
see a
light,
wide open
light.
fan. You see a boomerang. You see a bag that has flower petals in it. A leather sack about this big with flower petals. A necklace. Marble elephant. Some very shiny chainmail. And a ring. Oh, and you see a large leather sack.
Huh. So, can I pick any of these up, or is it just stuff that I can see?
Yeah, she says, look at whatever you like.
Okay. I'll try on the hat.
Okay. What are you thinking about at the time that you put it on?
What am I thinking about as I try on the hat?
Speedwagon.
Is there a mirror in here? Which is going to look for a mirror. As he's
She
putting
goes
on the
over there on the other side of the room.
Okay. Well, that's what Glitch is wondering as he's putting on the hat, actually.
Just if there's a mirror.
Because he wants to see what he looks like in the hat.
Okay. What's the first person you think of?
First person you think of.
this is a
Let's say Heritus, because you're kind of concerned about Heritus
As you walk,
not being conscious.
Oh, it's a good hat. It's a real good hat.
as you walk over to the mirror and look, you look exactly like Heritus.
Oh, it's a real good hat.
Oh.
It's a
Oh,
hat of
that's amazing.
disguise.
Oh, that's a great hat.
So, Glitch will now
How
think
did
of
he think
himself,
of
and he'll be like, okay, how much for this hat? I like this hat.
That hat, 1,000 gold.
Fuck.
Ooh, okay. Glitch will
I've
very,
had lots of fun with that hat.
Glitch will very
First-
carefully take it off, spin it, and then hang it back up.
But the spin, though.
Oh yeah, it's a fedora. You have to do something fun with it.
See, in my head, I was thinking like Speedwagon from JoJo Arc 1, where he's got the bladed bowler hat that he flew.
So well, Glitch will pick up the leather bag of feathers. Is
Flower
that-
petals?
Flowers. How is it? Flowers. Yeah.
She eyes you and
Bag of
says, "Careful with that." Not sure what that does yet.
Okay. Glitch will give it a smell.
Okay. Perception check.
16.
Smells of lavender.
Lavender.
In my head, I was still thinking feathers, so I was just like, it smells
Yeah.
like
Chicken
bird?
poop? Just chicken poop?
Oh, that's a real good hat.
Smells
We
like-
I
need
mean,
to
if you
find a
don't
way
know
to
what
get
it
the hat.
does yet, I mean, I can give you a gold for it. The bag seems like a nice bag.
There's an interesting story behind where I found that bag.
Go on. Sorry.
I'm not paying
there.
for a
Not
story.
there.
I'll let it go for 100 gold.
For having an interesting story.
No. The bag
No.
is. I wasn't gonna give you a story for 100 gold. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. But you're charging 100 gold for a bag that has an interesting story. That and
I have it on very good authority that this gives off a magical aura.
You have a magic scanner?
I used it today, so I can't use it again.
I don't have one, but
I don't either.
I would like to go ahead and get on comms and ask like where everyone's at. So like, because I was wanting to join somebody, 'cause I'm tired of like I'm stir crazy.
Okay, I'll tell them that I'm the
Yeah.
Rilks.
Me and Dolores are doing magic.
I'm on my way.
At
to
that
Wilkes.
at that point, you hear quack. Oh, thanks for the update.
He's passive listening to everything. So
I don't know if I'm glad or not.
I go ahead and get up, sack my gold up, and I
Okay.
start heading towards Rilks.
Okay, so
Gross.
Glitch will have a look at the necklace and the ring.
That was what brought it.
Okay.
Bet you weren't.
Necklace has
Day after Christmas.
multiple blue
Mhm.
beads, blue jade beads,
Guess
in a
who's
circle
up
all the way
there?
around it.
All of us.
And the what?
Ring. The ring.
And the ring.
Yes, so there's a ring.
It's a platinum ring, and it has silver and gold stars etched all around it.
I'm gonna destroy your whole computer.
A ring of blue screen.
So did you put the bag back down?
Yeah. I'm just picking stuff up and looking at it and setting it back down.
How long will it take me to get there?
You can walk in right now.
Okay. I walk in.
Okay.
But I'll say, thank you. If you happen to know where I can find a pearl, I would like to. I'm trying to find one of those.
She says, let me think.
He's really thinking.
Super think. Oh, no. She says, pearls. Probably from Brecken, the gnomish village. That's where they do the all the fine jewels and.
That's where I came
gems.
from.
Well, you could have bought one there then.
Yeah, I'm just never going to be able to identify anything. Thanks. And Glitch will.
All we have are brick and not oysters.
And then he walks out. I turn around.
You walk in.
Yeah, he walked no, I get in there and he sees me walk in. He asks for the pearl and I'm in my head. I'm getting ready to say, I can get you a old necklace of those. And then he walks out and I'm like,
Hi.
fuck.
Does Seth see the
So
hat?
I see the shopkeeper just shows me.
Nope. She's kind of rummaging through one of her piles and. Okay. She doesn't see.
So
Did she give me
I
an
just
emerald or a ruby?
I sigh loudly like a
The
stage.
wizard guy?
He gave you Jade.
Jade. Okay.
I sigh loudly, kind of like a stage whisper. Turn and walk out behind and start
goes,
following
"Oh."
him.
Can I help you?
No. Walk out.
Oh, Vixen, they have interesting stuff in there if you want to have a look.
Yeah. No.
I mean, you have
maybe
money
we'll
now.
come back later.
Alright.
I just got a lot on my mind. Just needed to be out, so I'm just fly on the wall here.
So, back to you guys up in the tower. Jarlaxle. He says, are you guys ready?
I suppose.
I don't know how I'm gonna help, but by God, I'm here.
Well, the more warm blood, the better.
I'm a turtle.
Cold-blooded? Alright, you can just go sit in the corner.
God, dude, that was quick.
He sits
Eighth
down.
grade science, dude. Just thanks, Mrs. Renner.
He sits down. Are you still holding the gnome? Are you guys holding the gnome still? Are you still holding the gnome?
I put him down. I don't know.
I guess I'm cold-blooded too, aren't
Oh, you're a dragon.
I? Yeah.
But you're full of fire.
It's not.
Were you guys going anywhere after Rilks?
Free to come into the tower.
What time is it?
I'm literally following Glitch.
2 in the afternoon.
2 in the afternoon. A little too early to do what I was going to do then. I'll probably just go and meet up with the others then at the
What
tower.
are the odds of that?
So you walk over to the tower, you see the door open, and you're just gonna go up.
4 ones in a row is decent.
I mean, if I know they're in there, yeah.
Get 'em all
Glitch
out.
will just walk
Get
in.
'em all
Okay.
out.
So presumably you see the door open and think the shop's open.
Throw that one away. Throw it.
You walk in
Throw it.
and same deal. Bare
Yeah.
shelves everywhere, but you see the staircase in the back.
Alright, Glitch will climb the stairs. Vixen, you coming?
Yeah. Didn't even make a joke. Didn't even make a joke about that.
Are you feeling okay?
No, just that was a lot, man. It was a lot. Spent all this time trying to find my dad. He just shows up. Fucking shows up as soon as I meet all you bastards. He just shows up, and I don't know any of you, really. I haven't been here but for just a few days. I just got out of prison, and then all of a sudden, he shows up, and he seems tied to this same shit that you guys have been looking for weeks, months, however long you've been involved in all this business that I barely have wrapped my mind around. And I pull my dad's flask out and I take a pull off of it and clear my throat. And I just don't know what to think of it all. I don't know where my dad fits into all this, but it seems like I fit into it just as much as anyone else, and it's just a lot. There's a lot.
That is a lot. You and me need to get a drink later. I've got a lot on my mind as well.
Pull my flask out and I take another pull. Like, yeah, just go ahead and pile more on.
And you guys need to learn how to close the mic channel.
Get a room, you two.
Fuck!
And then they walk in.
I unkey.
Alright, so on cue, you guys are just, going about this. You come out on the 3rd floor, and Jarlax looks over his shoulder. Shop's closed for the afternoon, fellas.
Sorry, we're a package deal.
And as Glitch walks in, the glitches also flare up around his feet. And he goes, "Oh, 2 in 1 day.
Actually has warm blood.
This is good news. Do you care to help, sir? The more the merrier."
What do you mean by help?
I've got to finish this ritual here.
Guitar Center just filed for bankruptcy. Sorry.
And you need blood?
And no, I need auras, essence, what have you. You seem to activate, and I can do it on my own, but it's much better when I have more people here.
Are you taking something from me?
No. I mean, maybe a little energy. You might feel a little tired after this, but I'll compensate you too.
Okay. Yeah. You know what?
He
Why not?
fishes around in his pocket. Anything particular you're looking for?
Bracers of defense.
Do you happen to have a pearl?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Worth about 100 gold?
I got one worth 130.
Fantastic.
Even better.
He walks over to a table, grabs it, chucks it at you.
And I say, "You owe me 30 gold, old man."
Now listen, you did no haggling whatsoever. You took it. A deal's a deal. Sit down, or I'm taking my jade back.
I'd like to see you try.
He's
I look up at him and I just like, fucking calm down, okay? Just calm down.
Dolores, we are in very close
Where
quarters. This is not a place for magic fight.
Where is my sheet from? Okay. So he says, "All right. If you don't care, have a seat over there." And he points to the other side of the cauldron.
I love
so that you guys are making a try.
It's just gonna be us roping you in the entire time.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So you're willingly sitting down.
I've planned the whole character around this.
Okay. So he says, "All right. Quiet in the peanut gallery. Come on. Sit down. Everybody concentrate. Stare into the cauldron."
Concentrating as hard as I can. From the
And as you guys lean in, he throws some powder in it. He goes, "Poof!" And smoke just pours out and envelops your vision, and you're completely blind for a few seconds.
Gust.
Everybody in the room. Gust
Yes.
blows away. You're not in the tower anymore. You are high in the air, looking down on the capital of Falkirk.
Just them, or am I also in the air?
Everybody in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
This is what you're seeing.
Making
You're still sitting where
This
you're
gnome
still sitting
is
down,
having
standing. He's asleep. You look over, and this gnome is fast asleep in your arms. You're cradling him like a baby. So
Just bouncing him.
you see Jarlaxle hold up a medallion. It starts to glow green, and he takes his other hand, and as he spins it, the capital, the stone around it starts to come back up around the capital, and you see the buildings going down. Scaffolding comes up, and he starts to turn a little faster. The scaffolding's coming up, buildings are going down, disappearing. The stone around the capital is just going up and up and up and up. And eventually the mountain swallows up the entire capital, so that the only tip of the central castle is visible, along with 4 odd pillars of rock spaced half a mile apart from each other, glowing in different colors. Jarlaxle turns the medallion slightly, and your view zooms in closer to the center of the spire. And there you see a man gesturing wildly, followed by a blinding light emanates from him. And as the flash clears, you see a small rip in the air, shimmering like a portal, and a group of 3 leaps through the portal into the open arms of the man. Jarlaxle gasps and collapses to the ground, and your vision clouds over and returns to that of the top floor of the magical wares store.
Whoa.
I go ahead and pull the flask out again, and I take another quick pull off of it, cap it, belt it.
Anybody
Am
that
I
is
drunk yet?
proficient in religion or history
Yep.
can make
Oh,
a
yeah.
check.
Yeah, okay.
Do I have to choose one or the other?
Yep.
Okay.
Religion.
I'm much better at history.
Unfortunate.
I am also better at religion, which I was going to do.
15.
8.
Oh wait, actually, 16.
12.
Okay.
We suck, guys.
Also make a perception check.
We're all divisible by
no
4.
proficiencies in this.
That'd
Just
be 16.
Perception would be
Oh, we all are? Oh, shit.
Anyways,
19.
all right. So you weren't there at the time of the what I'm trying to have them recall, so you
Okay.
wouldn't notice.
Well,
But
that's disappointing.
what was your religion check? Or
It was a 12.
Okay. Anybody that got over 10 would at least recognize the man in the center that was gesturing wildly matches the exact statues of Pelor. The basically the father god of this world, and there are multiple other deities, but only a handful here. Glitch would also noticed the first person to jump through was a younger female that looked oddly familiar to the lady that was on the airship that brought your airship down.
Oh.
Okay.
However, this one looks like a much younger version of her. You would also pick up that there was a teenage boy who jumped through that looks very familiar to Jurgle, the patron god of the previous paladin that recently left your group.
Okay. So Jurgle?
Jergal, Jergal.
Oh,
Yergle.
And then the fourth to jump through was a adult female that you recognize since you spent a little time in the Temple of Ayun at Brecken. Matches the resemblance of her statues.
This is interesting.
So it's all like gods.
Yes,
Deities.
they jumped through, and as they jumped through, you saw fire just shoot out of the portal, and Pelor waves his hand, and the portal disappears, and all goes dark, and that's when Jarlaxle gasped and collapsed, and you came back to normal vision.
Did we just have a religious experience? I felt like we just had a religious experience.
You're all missing your kidneys. No, I'm kidding.
It's a different
You had
kind
to go
of-
through my shell for that.
Jarlaxle is unconscious on the floor, and the gnome is still asleep in your arms, snoring.
I gently put my gnome down.
Wake up, Jarlaxle.
You are the anti-Heritus.
Try to wake him up. Let's shake him a little.
All right.
I miss him.
Make me a strength check here.
Strength check.
Slap him awake.
It's an 18 plus
6.
some other shit.
Bam! Roll a d4.
You just fucking kill him.
Really?
He's dead. This wizened old wizard is on death's door.
2.
Man! He snaps awake. Ah! Sits up. Oh. Did you all see it too? He's wide-eyed, excited.
Explain to me what I saw.
Those are the gods of this planet. All of them. One spot. This is where they came from. They came to our realm from here.
From Falkirk?
I've been trying to track where all this started.
Where all what started?
Let me start from the beginning. I am very old. I am very well known in the magic realms, or the magic rings of wizards, and I count myself as a very qualified wizard. However, a few years ago, I went back to the Forbidden Forest, and being of Drow and Elf heritage, I should have been able to get in. The gates were closed, sealed magically. I threw everything I had at them. They would not open. And then I started noticing some oddities with the magic over the past few years. And I've been tracing it, following all my leads. It all leads to here.
To Falkirk?
To Falkirk. And after procuring the stone, holds up the medallion that you saw that glowed green. He says, This took me years to get. I nearly lost my life getting this, but it was well worth it. And you see it just kind of sizzling in his hand. I'm not sure if I can get it to work again, but what we saw happened 4,000 years ago.
Fuck.
Why do they need the
I say
dragons?
Who?
I've been tracking a lot of dragon disappearances, and it has led me here as well.
I don't know. Are they? Who has dragons? I haven't seen any dragons around here.
I didn't interrupt, and I asked him about that woman that we're chasing, and kind of briefly go over my dad's relevance in this, like my kidnapping and.
Did you ask about the lady, Mistra?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He says, well, I mean, Mistra, she's one of the goddesses that a lot of people. The rumor is that she is the mother of magic, and a lot of people believe that everything originated from her, where we got our magic blood.
We're dealing with some bad stuff, guys.
That wouldn't apply to me because we were always told that they came
he
from
looks
dragons.
at you and says, no, you're a little different. You come from dragons. Dragons are a magical breed of their own. They are pretty much the only thing on this planet that originally was magic before it was introduced.
So I then ask him how I can become more powerful to defeat,
For gods.
Eat
to
goats.
help defeat
Eat goats.
the help
Level
defeat
1,
the
kill rats.
originator
Level 1,
of
kill God.
human magic, I guess.
He says, you want to kill a god? And he kind of looks around and says, now, what we saw there, nothing like what the history books said. Yes, they're gods, but we were all told that this planet was that it's always been how it is. But I mean, you saw how it was when they jumped through. The land was fire, rock. There's nothing in sight.
The pillar outside that reacts to fire. Is that relevant here?
Oh, that was one of the pillars in the vision.
That's what I thought.
Could I possibly roll a perception check to see what color the other pillars were?
Yep.
Ooh, okay, never mind.
No.
So seeing the fire pillar earlier, you definitely keyed in on that one. That one was very obviously lit up red. From top to bottom, lit up, just pulsing red.
So is this entire capital the Divine Gate?
He says, could be. I'm not sure what all this means. They came from somewhere. I just thought they were always here. The fact that they came through that portal, where did they come from? And he starts pacing the room.
I look over at Glitch and say, I'm glad our bosses missed. They could have went back earlier.
And I say to the wizard guy, "What? You never answered my question. Are there any ancient writings about dragons that you can give me access to?"
I do magic different means. I can't really help you with your dragon blood.
Is there anyone who
I could direct you back to the Dragon Island, Draco Island, but I presume that's where you came from. You could
Correct.
always. He racks his brain. Let's see. There's some dragons in the northern tundra, ice dragons. There's some wild dragons in the over in the wildlands, southeast corner of the map. Let's turn off the new map.
Let's see, Vixie, and you're here, right?
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
saw the whole thing.
Okay.
Wildlands. Bottom corner. He says, that's where I got this stone. Those are the only places I know of dragons. The Northern Tundra, the Wildlands, and Draco Island.
I pull Vixian over and tell him and point to his chest piece and say, "This was made from the heart of a dead dragon,
Jackson,
which
what are you doing?
we recovered."
I'm looking for an axe. A toy axe.
Okay.
Should be right there next to the entertainment system.
Which we liberated from a dwarven airship.
Well, I mean, Mechas and Dragons, I mean, that would explain it. These
Yeah.
dwarves have been doing some strange things around here. I've wondered how they've kept their airships in the air like that, but, you know, I've been a little busy with this here to really worry about what the Dwarven Empire's doing.
Yeah, more of a friendly warning that they might be doing things that could harm you.
Well, this gives me a lot to think about. I don't mean to be rude, but I appreciate your help. Thank you for helping me in the ritual. I need to think about this.
But before we leave, do you have any braces of defense?
He says,
Listen, you said money's tight. Now, I have money.
money's tight.
Hey, that's what you implied.
I ask him if he can identify the rod as well. Tell me exactly what it does.
I can do that later now, but if you want to let him do it, whatever.
You're gonna pay somebody.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm a little taxed on the identifying stuff. If you come back tomorrow, maybe I can take a look at it. But I can kind of give you a rundown of a few items I got in my shop if you're interested.
Very. I just don't like getting hit.
I have a brooch of shielding,
Interesting.
wand of war mage +1, boots of levitation, staff of charming, ring of telekinesis,
The boots are,
belt of fire giant strength,
all these are good.
and of course I've got potions of healing, some ammunition I put a little magical twist on, arrows, bolts.
Okay, important question. How much are the boots?
And the belt.
What are your hours? Because we will be here a lot.
Boots of levitation, 1,200 gold. Belt of fire giant strength, 4,000 gold.
I will give you 100 gold.
Intimidation. No.
Yeah. He looks at you and says, "You're giving me my jade statue
Okay,
back?"
so here's the
Keep
deal.
this and you do all that you just said for me.
Here's the deal.
Oh, and I have a potion of invulnerability. I forgot about that.
Boring. I want those boots. So, I'm prepared to offer you this, and I hand him. I pull out the glass pickaxe, one of them.
Yeah.
I say, I have this fine glass pickaxe that, well, you probably know what this does. You're in a dwarf city. I don't know. Things are weird. A longbow of fire and a scimitar +1. And then a second glass pickaxe. All in. And I say, how about store credit for all of these? And then we
So-
talk about that price on those boots again.
2 glass pickaxes. What else we got here?
A
Scimitar
longbow of fire and a
Long-
scimitar +1.
Longbow fire. And a scimitar +1. So that's 4 magical items.
I want to know what the belt does.
The belt of fire giant strength.
Yes.
Big strength.
Let me tell you this. This is made from the stretched and cured skin of a dragon from the or not a dragon, a giant from the mountains. You put this on, you will get the strength of a giant.
How much will you give me for this rod of breaching?
Rod of breaching. He kind of looks it over. That's just a metal rod here. I don't know what that does.
Don't show him, Tim.
I was thinking about it. Trade seas.
It's just a hunk of
Ooh,
metal.
I have this weird skeleton necklace. Does that help you with anything?
Where did you get the weird skeleton necklace?
Don't know.
Character Jim.
It was probably in that cave where I got the box. too.
Yeah. Okay. He says
Maybe this or this weird statue. I don't remember.
the statue of Jade that I just gave you.
No. I have a different weird statue.
You could offer the statue of Jade back.
And this cave.
He says, "Listen, you give me that, I'll give it to you for 3,000 gold." Do you realize how long it took me to cure the skin of this giant that I had to kill with my bare hands? Do you know how hard it is to kill a giant with your bare hands?
1, I doubt you did it with your bare hands. You probably used magic. Number 2, I don't care.
Take it or leave it. Best offer. As for you, sir, my big turtley friend, you give me those 4 items, I'll give you the boots for 300 gold.
250.
Make persuasion.
That's not good.
You still haggling?
Yeah.
8.
He says, "Alright, I'll do it."
Woohoo!
Oh wow.
I give him them, and I give him my boots.
Alright, so he tosses you the boots levitation. And he says, "Alright, if you got what you need, like I said, I've got a lot to think over. I'll open shop back up tomorrow." And he walks back upstairs. "Shut the door on your way out, please."
I pick up my note.
And as
Actually,
he goes,
should I leave the note asleep in the house?
as he
Just
goes
leave
back
it.
up the stairs and reaches the 2nd floor, everything on the shelves gone.
Oh, it's magic.
I like this guy.
I like him a lot. He gave me boots.
We're gonna
Wouldn't
make him
give
a
me
rich
a
man.
belt. My pants are gonna fall.
A rich rat.
I mean, I have a distinct feeling that I just paid more for these boots than what I would have with just gold, but it's fine. I am not good at that.